Let's do this!
From the Hometown Lender Studio, this is WECB Headland Dothan. On Dothan's Country. B1053.
Happy Friday Eve, Wiregrass. I'm Lucia with your hometown news leader headlines. There have been rumors that authorities will be stopping drivers from entering or leaving Alabama to stop the spread of the coronavirus. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency wants you to know that is not true. This comes as there are cases in almost every county in the state. The Alabama Department of Public Health has also taken Perry County's case away, though it's unclear why. Looking at the numbers, the state is reporting just under 2,500 COVID-19 cases. 48 deaths have been confirmed and 314 are in the hospital. There are 27 cases in Houston County, 12 in Coffee County, 4 in Dale County. Henry County is reporting 5 cases, and there is a single case in Geneva County. In all, nearly 19,000 people have been tested statewide, with over 85% of those cases coming back negative. No data on how many have recovered in Alabama has been released at this time. By the end of the week, all Wiregrass Transit Dial-A-Ride buses will be temporarily suspended due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The buses will stop running after close of business today. The suspension will be in effect from Friday until April 30th. From your hometown news leader, I'm Lisa Sacasio, wishing you a thrilling Thursday.
This Channel 4 news and weather update brought to you by Dixieland Metals. Make your first roof your last with Dixieland Metals.
Showers will be possible early on in the morning. Otherwise, we'll be turning partly cloudy to mostly sunny. Winds today out of the west to northwest at 5 to 15 miles an hour and a high of about 87 degrees. Overnight tonight, we'll see some showers move back in, especially around daybreak on Friday. That rain will be around early on in the morning hours. Then we turn mostly sunny and cooler, a high of 76 on Friday afternoon. Partly cloudy skies on Saturday, a high shy of 80 degrees. Scattered showers and some strong storms will be with us on Easter Sunday. From the 4 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist Evan Schubert.
Good morning, everybody who's joining us online bright and early. Becca's already said good morning. How are you, Amy?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm so glad to hear that. No, I'm doing great. I'm wearing my favorite Spider-Man t-shirt, and
see that.
Everything is good. I see you're pretty in blue this morning.
Thank you. It is Thursday already. Yes, wow. Where is this week going, guys?
Friday Eve.
You know, one thing I figured out that working from home has made keeping up with what day it is, what appointments and all this just don't even. I mean, if I didn't have my phone to keep me straight, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do.
Good morning, Angie. What are you doing this morning? You and Becca both. Are you having a hard time keeping up with the days? Hey, Kathy. Good morning.
Hey, guys. So we got a ton going on today. We want to make sure that if you shared our live video yesterday, that you will be here at 7:10 because we're going to announce the winner of the Pollard and Dave prize pack with that exclusive Pollard and Dave t-shirt. So make sure that if you are joining us on the Facebook live stream or on the YouTube live stream, that you share it for sure. And of course, we're going to play early bird trivia coming up at 6:20 this hour. Is a service of our friends at Mark Dunning Industries. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Hey, Amy, don't forget to share. That's what I'm doing right now.
Are we live?
Yeah.
On radio?
Oh, no. We got 30 seconds. Yeah, no.
That's okay. Did you get my text?
My headphones went on, girl. Come on now.
Did you get my text this morning?
I did.
Good. Okay. Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Angie, early rising this morning, sister.
Here we go.
Wednesday? The Wednesday? Is that what we're saying, Beck?
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Friday Eve, we call it Thursday. Oh, my goodness gracious me. The week has just flown by. Good morning to you. We are broadcasting live, of course, on the radio and via YouTube and Facebook. We've already got a ton of watchers and listeners right now. Remember, if you want to listen to the music while we're streaming live, just go to our homepage at b1053.com, or you can listen via iHeartRadio, or you can just turn on the radio in the background. It all works just fine. Good morning to everybody who's joining us online and on the air. It is Thursday, as I said. Amy, this hour is brought to you by Mark Dunning Industries. Boy, we had some showers roll through last night. Looks like that might happen again late again tonight. And then Evan says Easter's looking kind of stormy too. So we'll have to keep an eye on the All Metal Roofing and Siding weather radar. Currently, it's a little cloudy right now and 75.
Guys, I'm hearing that a lot of churches are doing now what they're calling drive-up services at their church. So kind of much like the drive-in theater, where you could actually drive in and they'll have a PA system out in the parking lot and actually preach the sermon from the PA service, and everybody can stay socially distant and be in their car. We have also kind of decided to jump in on that here at the radio station group. And as a sales manager, if you are a pastor at a church, or maybe you are needing to get the word out to some of your congregation, we, on our 4 radio stations here in our group, we are carrying church services live. So you might want to contact myself or one of our sales staff, and we'll be glad to talk with you about carrying your church service on the radio station. Pretty cool.
There you go. Practicing safe social distancing. You see on my on the live stream there, I've got 6 foot rule. It is so important. It's also important to listen to Faith Hill on Thursday, I think.
Good morning, Rena. How are you?
Hey, everybody. Michelle, Rena, Wayne, good to see you from Kinsey.
Hey, Angie, what's up?
Becca says today is day.
I know. I was trying to say it like she spelled it. Is it?
It's Tim Vincent's Day.
Thursday. Rena, I miss you. I need to be turkey hunting. And you have all kinds of grandbabies now. Hopefully, I'll have my first one next week. Well, one way or the other, we're going to have one next week. No paycheck days. I lose track easier. Yeah, me too. It's crazy. Well, I've been watching on the news and kind of keeping up with nationally what we're looking at, and I guess they are trying to get it to where now some people can go back to work by getting there's some kind of antibody test that they're wanting people to possibly take to see if they've got the antibody. And then they're talking about some employers actually going in and saying, okay, hey, you can come back to work. Maybe you were somebody that was exposed and you're already through all your quarantine and all that. Having some of those people come back to work and being able to test them for a fever at the door. Hey, no fever? Come on in, go to work. No fever? Yeah. Come on in, go to work.
That's going to be the pass-fail for a lot of companies, like especially warehouses.
Yeah.
Where there's going to be, you do have a lot of employees. Amanda's listening from Washington State. What part of Amanda? I used to live in Tacoma.
Good morning, Amanda. Thank you for hanging in with us. And are they on the same time zone as we are?
No, honey, no.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. What
are
they ahead or
Pacific time? So they're
behind.
Yeah, it's middle of the night for her.
What?
Yeah,
sister. What?
Or not middle of the night, but 3 hours.
3 hours.
Okay, McCord. There you go. I was at Tacoma. I've been to McCord. Sure have. Angie says she's got her coffee ready. Wayne is in Kinsey. Good morning to you, Wayne. We're going to have our celebratory sip of coffee sometime between 6:20 and 6:35.
We usually do it 6:25-ish. And I was almost in bad shape this morning because I got up, Dave. I was running late this morning.
No, you don't say you were running late.
I was running late this morning. Let me see. I think I actually got up at 10 till 5 this morning, or right at 5.
Girl, I was already here at 10 till 5.
And y'all know that's late for me because I'm up at 4 every morning. But not good morning, Philip. Hope you have a beautiful day as well, sweetheart. I normally am up early, but then I've got a 22-minute drive on my way to work. So since I'm able to just 22 seconds into the living room, I was saved because I didn't have to drive this morning.
And she ain't got no britches on either. I guarantee she's got.
Yes, I do.
On.
Yes, I do.
You got your PJ bottoms on.
No, I got blue jeans on.
Huh. Well, you are breaking all kinds of rules and records this morning.
I know. What's up with that?
I don't know.
So, okay. So anyway, are those of you that are on our live stream, are y'all working or are you actually like homebound? Because it seems like a lot of our listeners and viewers are actually working, still going to work, and they're able to still be getting it done. So just curious if y'all are actually quarantined, if your job has said no, stay at home, or if you're actually working. I know a lot of our. Hey, Alina. Good morning. So good to hear from all of you on our Facebook stream. Angie's working. I knew Angie was working. You're doing working, Tanya. Karen, good morning.
Karen's always working.
Y'all, I'm going to be honest about this. So if you're new and just tuning in, then you wouldn't know this, but we already talked about this several days ago. Listening and watching from bed. I love you. I love you, Becca. My kind of chick right there. Just laying in bed and chilling. Good morning, Michelle and Carla. So I had this thing. We started on air together. September will be 4 years ago. And we've worked together for many years. Probably 20. Pretty much. But never had a show together.
That's right.
And so we'll be on air together 4 years in September. And in the very beginning, we had a studio camera in the studio.
And you did not want to use it.
I didn't. I'm not going to lie. But now, hold up. Let's talk about this. It was a whole different thing. Like on the studio cam, people could just log in on the studio cam and you didn't know who was watching.
Oh, you wouldn't know if you were picking your nose or scratching your butt or something.
Yeah.
Now we're on our best behavior. So hey, we got 20 seconds, guys.
Wayne, thank you so much. Watching at work. I don't mind you watching at work. That's pretty cool. Awesome,
Travis Denning with Pollard and Dave in the morning. It is Friday Eve. We are 25 3/4 of an hour away from your Friday free-for-all.
Wow.
Brought to you by Mr. Mattress. That's going to be tomorrow morning about 7:25, 7:30-ish. Amy, I got to say, I got a lot of compliments on my performance last Friday.
Yeah, Dave, only you. And listen, I'll be honest with you. And Dave, you can tell the truth too.
What's that?
Man, we're in the studio together.
And
it's Friday.
Right.
That's how we are.
Oh yeah.
That's even how I am on Friday.
Yeah, there's no faking the free for all. That's for sure.
We just like throw down and have the best time on Friday mornings. Since I'm at home and I can't hear the music, I can't really get my groove on. It's kind of hard. Because I want to be able to, I got to hear the music because it's all about that, right?
Lucky
I know. Dave's the lucky one. So make sure you tune in about right at 7:30 tomorrow because for 30 minutes, we rock it out.
Yep.
And I don't think we got the 100 shares last week.
Yeah.
This week, we're going to work into the 100 shares or at least 100 people live online at one time.
Yeah, because we got to have a party.
And if we do that, we're going to extend the free-for-all.
Yep, we'll do it a little bit longer.
That's a big deal.
It is a huge deal. And just like Pollard and Dave in the morning, we're a huge deal. Yeah, Marketing Industries thinks so. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
He said it, and then he paused like, no, we're really not a huge deal. Yesterday, we had we've had viewers from Africa, and we've had viewers from
India.
And
We got
One of our
Washington
viewers,
State today,
Washington
Arizona,
State in the
New
house.
Jersey.
We love you guys. And our viewer yesterday from India was like, "How famous are y'all? Like, are y'all famous?" And we're like,
On the
"No,
8th floor. We're the most popular radio
only
station on
in
the
our
8th
own
floor.
minds. Only famous. Only in our own minds." Oh, thank you, Alina. That's
Thanks,
so sweet.
Yeah, Alina.
And
I think she's talking about me.
listen, that makes me that helps my feelings a little bit because I got up late this morning and girlfriend,
Amy,
I was
Alina's
about to
talking to me. Hey, she's talking to me. She's not talking to you.
it
She's telling me
said,
I look pretty.
"Oh, you know what? I apologize.
Thank you.
She may have been talking about Dave.
Absolutely. Because I am extremely pretty. I'm a pretty man.
You are here in Dothan. Laugh out loud. Am I in Dothan? Who?
Yes, I'm in Dothan.
Dave's
Becca.
in Dothan.
Yeah,
And
I'm in downtown Dothan. Amy's in her living room. There we go. Hey, Mike. Sweet.
Africa in
Hey,
the
wow, Mike. I can get some Cody Jinks on for you, buddy. Wow. Mike and I went to a boarding school in South Africa. How crazy is that? Mike's listening this morning.
Mike,
Wow.
Dave tells me,
See you, man.
tells me about all this all the time about his time in South Africa and the boarding school.
Yeah.
Good morning, Robert. I love you, baby doll. Mike, he's told me some pretty interesting things about that boarding school.
It was great. Look, it made me the man that I am.
That's what he says.
Yep.
He has that to attribute who he is today to.
Yep. Hey, Michael House gave me my love of literature, of music, of how to make and keep and be friends, real friends, true blue dyed-in-the-wool friends. So yeah. Hey, it's Robert. Thanks.
Oh, Alina. Mwah. Thank you.
No love for Dave.
I was so happy when I saw you, Amy, come into the store. Famous here in Dothan. Oh, girl, no. That's why we laugh when he asked us if we were famous because we're like, no.
Hey, you're welcome, Mike. We'll get that on AP, buddy.
That love us. We have 3. That's okay. We love all 3 of y'all. But actually, there's more than 3 on this morning. So thank y'all for watching.
Appreciate it.
If you will hit the share button, Dave, tell them where the share button is. Most of them are on Facebook this morning. Yeah,
if you're on Facebook, they're at the bottom of the video. Share. Just share and just share. Share as much as you can.
People.
That's how Mike in South Africa knew because I shared it on my page. I'm just
that is so cool. That's awesome. And I need to. He said, "Cool. Take care, Dave." Cool. Mike
only doesn't believe me about the sharks along the coast and how there used to be shark nets. I don't know if they still do that.
He talked to me about that.
Shark
like,
nets
is
up and
Mike
down the
still
coast.
there now?
Because they're just thick.
Dave, when he puts his headphones on, Mike, he does
Here we
not
go.
hear. And he's old.
Like you did on me. B1053, Pollard and Dave in the morning. That's my new favorite right there, Gabby Barrett. And I hope, man, she has just stuck a pen in her heart and bled it out all over that song. I totally dig it.
And I watched her on American Idol.
Mm-hmm.
And I really thought she was going to win the thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And she came in second runner-up, but I don't think
look at her.
Hurt her.
I don't think it has hurt her at all. As you know, we have this discussion all the time. I mean, there's only ever been one real American Idol. The second, third place winners, they go on to great careers. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's Ruben?
Oh,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Chris Daughtry, man, he's a million seller. Came in second.
Sometimes it helps them to actually not win because they can still go and do great things and not really be under all the contractual obligations that you have if you do win.
Oh yeah, so you're on their leash. You win, you're on their leash for a long time. I wonder if Carrie's still kind of attached. What do you think?
Oh yeah,
she's still attached.
I'm trying to think of how many years ago it was that she won. I think as time goes by, you are less and less obligated. But then there's probably the what is the when I did reality TV, the contracts that I had to sign, some things that you give up are in perpetual, like
In perpetuity.
in perpetuity. That's the word, meaning
I learned that at Michael
you
House.
get that forever.
Forever.
Yeah, that's the word. That's an A+ word, and I am not down with those when I'm at home.
That's right. Hey, Amy, ready to do some bird to bird trivia this morning?
Definitely. You got the question today, babe.
All right. So when it comes to the way we look, more than a quarter of us do this. And that's everybody, male, female. But when it comes to the way we look, more than a quarter of us do this. Let me think here for a second.
Okay. I don't know what his question is. So,
okay, it has to do with appearance, the way we look.
Okay, I gathered that. I'm not going to take a guess because we want y'all to have the bragging rights. Usually we'll take a guess too and try and win it for you. So all you have to do is call and get your certificate. But since we're not doing certificates, this is strictly for bragging rights. Okay. What's the percentage again, Dave?
A quarter. 1/4 of the people when it comes to our appearance, and this is everybody, men, women, whatever, more than a quarter of us do this. What am I talking about? 699-1053 if you want to give me a call and take a shot, or of course,
is it a daily thing?
Oh yeah, it's an everyday, all the time thing.
So it's more than just once a day. It might be.
Oh yeah. Oh, Becca's so close. Becca is so very close. Look, Becca's getting hot. I'm going to go ahead and give that clue out because that's a great clue. It's not brush your hair, Becca, but you are the closest guess so far. Now, here's the question again. If you want to win bragging rights, when it comes to the way you look, more than a quarter of us do this. What am I looking for? It's pretty specific, Becca, if that helps, and that's a clue. It's pretty specific. No, it's not your teeth. We're not brushing your teeth. Exercising, working out is a great guess. That's from
and it ain't going to be every day for me on that.
No, it has to do with appearance. Angie, of course, it's shower, not shower. Everybody takes a shower, I hope.
Okay, so we're still looking.
How about this? I'll give you this clue. It's not hygiene. Does that help? Okay, it's not about hygiene. It is totally about the way you look. And more than a quarter of us do this. Mary's getting close with fix your hair. I'd have to throw that in with brushing. It's more specific than that. So if you think you know, you can give me a call at 699-1053, or you can comment on Facebook, or you can comment on YouTube. It's Pollard and Dave in the morning this hour, brought to you by Mark Dunning Industries.
Fix your hair.
Dress up? Not dress up. Let's see, whoever's guessing hair, that is the closest, but I need specifics.
What do we do with our hair?
You'd think it was 50-50, but it's not.
That just
you don't think that helps? You think that muddies the water, huh? Okay, it's not color your hair. It's something you do with your hair, but it's not color your hair.
I have a guess, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay. Hey, let me get this phone call and see what we can get off of this, okay?
Okay.
B1053, good morning. What do you think it is?
Morning. Touching your hair?
It's not touching your hair, but that's a super great guess. Thanks for calling.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
That was a great guess. It's not touching your hair, but it involves touching your hair. How about that?
Hey, Brad.
Putting on makeup? Nope, not hairspray. Not wear it. No.
Dang.
It's not condition. Those are great guesses, guys.
Liz? Becca said wash your hair.
No, it's not wash.
Dang.
It's not wash. It involves touching your hair. It involves the way you look.
Is it something that you
It's not anything you put on your hair.
Okay. So is it something you would do? You said you could do it, or some people do it multiple times in a day?
No. This is something you do with your hair every day. Now you have to maintain it.
Got it. I think I
got it. You have to maintain it. It's not spray with hairspray. You're not applying anything. Nope.
Dave.
You know what? Let me go. Let me see who on the phone's got a guess.
Keep
B1053. What do you think it is?
Dye your hair.
Not dye your hair. It's not actually putting any coloring or any chemicals in your hair at all.
Okay.
All righty.
Thank
Thanks. Shane's getting really close.
Okay.
He's getting really close. Becca's getting really, really, really close. That's how you accomplish that a lot of times.
I think I have it.
Robert,
Robert, you're a hairdresser. You should be all over this.
It's not trim. It's not wash. Nope, nope, nope. I don't think you trim your hair on the daily. But with this trivia
I
question,
want to guess so bad because I think I have it.
Liz, it's not cutting your hair. Sorry.
I think I have it. And
You think so?
Say it. Nobody has said what I'm thinking yet.
No, they haven't said the answer either.
That's what I'm saying.
It could be you. It could be Amy's got the answer.
Teresa's close, is she not? Look at it.
Very close, Teresa.
Yep.
Very,
I'm telling
close.
you, I think I know.
All right. Well, we're going to go live right after this commercial.
Rena says blow it dry.
No.
You would do this after you blow it dry.
Yes. Oh, well, I don't blow dry my hair, so I do it when it's wet. You know what it is, don't you? Amy thinks she knows. B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. Having some fun online and on the air. We've got listeners all over these great United States. We've even got folks listening in from South Africa this morning. We're playing some early bird trivia. Amy, up for grabs? Bragging rights. Rights.
Early bird trivia. What's today's question, Dave?
Today's question, Amy, goes like this. When it comes to the way we look, more than a quarter of us do this. And it's not boy, girl. There's no gender difference on this. Okay.
Okay. See, so that might blow my guess out of the water.
Let's see. Go ahead and take a shot.
Everything from wash your hair to dry your hair to run your fingers through your hair. None of those are right.
Moving your hair out of your eyes. That's kind of a crazy guess and very close. Straighten your hair, curl your hair, comb your hair, all very close. Richard, right now, with comb your hair, has come the closest.
Okay, so my guess is gone, guys. It didn't work.
What
Mine
was
was
your
curl
guess?
your hair.
Curl your hair? Nope, it's not curl your hair. What about all us straight-haired folks? I said everybody does it. Yeah. But only a quarter of us do it this way.
Mr. Know-it-all.
Yeah.
Do bald people do it?
I don't know. I doubt it. It's really easy for them to do.
What?
No, bald people don't do it. People with hair. Oh, my word.
Tease? She said tease your hair.
It's not tease your hair. It's not primp. Hey, Haley got it. Haley Chudzik got it.
Okay, part your hair. Part your hair is the guess.
That is absolutely correct. Well done, Haley Chudzik. Where are you calling from, or where are you typing from, Haley? She got that on the Facebook thing. Where are you typing from, gal? You got it right, and you got the bragging rights for early bird trivia this morning. According to the way we look, and according to surveys, more than a quarter of us do this, and it's part of your hair.
I do it. I do it with mine.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's early bird trivia. When we come back, we're going to have our celebratory sip of coffee
Swig
together.
Joe. Haley's from Headland. Thanks for listening all over the world. Pollard and Dave in the morning.
Good job, Haley. Look at you. Hey, do y'all feel like you're all in there, like, because you're watching live and you're on Facebook? You're like, I gotta be the first one. I'm so competitive like that I'm like, which brings me to this. Okay. How many of y'all have ever like, okay, first of all, have you ever gone to an auction?
Yes.
I'm so competitive that, Becca says she does it too. Partner hair, I guess.
Yeah.
So when y'all go to an auction, like, okay, I don't like to lose at anything. If you know me,
sit on my hands.
I
physically have to sit on my hands when I go to
because I'm like, I bet. I mean, I raised,
Yeah,
you know, I bid on whatever. And somebody over there in the corner is like, as soon as I do it, then they're like this. And I was like, you didn't even give my bid a chance. And then so I do that. And then they do that. And then we're over there. And I'm so competitive. The auction I went to, I've been banned from going to them anymore because my husband, we walked out there with something that he said we didn't need. And I'm here to tell you, I was so competitive and I got so mad at that person that was bidding against me. I was like this. Keep bidding against me.
What was it? What was it you bid on? Now that you've told the story, what was it that you bid on? What was it that you got? Because I'm gonna see if Ron was right.
I could show you, but I'd have to move my computer and everything. It was an antique feed chest that is huge. It's like half the size of a car.
All right, what is it now? A feed chest?
It's like a mule chest, and it's wooden. It's got wooden wheels on it, and they used to pull it through a barn, and they'd have all the feed grain in it, and they dip the feed grain out and feed the cattle. And
what did you need it for?
Because it's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. It's
so it was an aesthetic purchase.
It was what?
No purchase. You merely bought it because it looked pretty.
Oh, it was drop dead gorgeous.
And you still have it?
I do still have it.
What do you use it for?
It's like almost like in your house where you would have an armoire, or it's in my living room. So
like
it's
a credenza,
kind of almost
would
like
you keep something in it.
No. Because on the inside, when you lift it up, it's just hollow where they kept all the feed in it. But it's kind of like
that's where the dead bodies are.
Buffet, kind of like a buffet thing. Yeah, you would just like set things on it. And the carvings on it are so intricate.
When you get in trouble, that's where the first place we're going to look for the dead bodies is.
Yeah. Yeah. Hand carved, and it's on wood wheels. Like it doesn't even have, it's wooden wheels. Like
can you determine how old it was? Do you have any idea of how old it is?
I think they said 1800s.
1800s? And it came off, did it come off like a local farm?
No. This came from an estate somewhere. I don't know. I know it's worth some money.
Well, it is. How much you paid for it probably is.
Well, that's why I said my husband banned me from the auction after that day, because he saw it was fixing to get ugly.
But don't you know that guy that was bidding you up was probably a friend of the guy who was selling the thing?
Don't care. I told him when I walked in there. And saw it, I said, that is going home with us.
Oh,
period. End of story. That's going home with us. Hey, Kellogg. Yeah, Colt. I'm just telling you, it was one of those things. I was like, I just put my hand up. We sit here and bid all day long. That's going to the Pollard house. So it does me good to just stay away from the auctions. That tells y'all how competitive I am.
Haley is watching on the YouTube this morning. Hey, Haley. Hey, remember, guys, to share the stream so we can have as much fun with as many people as possible, especially coming up on Friday tomorrow with our free-for-all. Y'all, I just don't even know. I just don't.
Becca's laughing at me being competitive. But if you know me, like, I don't like to play checkers. I don't like to play Monopoly. I don't like to get in any kind of contest that I can't win.
Yeah, I can't win, I quit. That should be tattooed right there on your forehead.
That's right. If I can't win, I just don't want to play. Now, I will say this. My son is just game night at my house. Becca, you don't even want to know. I'm telling you, when we play Monopoly and somebody buys up all the property and got all the money and you having to pay them rent, the Pollard house, and listen, we play like that game Pictionary. Every single time it ends in a fight at my house. Straight up fight, because we try to get with whoever's going to be the best partner. And if you're not the best partner, then you can't be on my team. And my son is the same way. And Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, can't help it. It's a bad trait, really, to be
Yeah,
that competitive.
yeah.
But some of y'all can sympathize because y'all know y'all are just like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose at nothing, even Monopoly.
B1053 Shadazy, little goodbye. 75 now and cloudy on your all metal roofing and siding. Weather radar broadcasting socially safe distancing with Amy Pollard in Wicksburg. I am here in Dothan, and we are also streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure when you join us on the stream that you share that stream so we can get as many people down to party for your Friday free for all. And I got to say, Amy, the discussion went crazy online, and I want to bring it up.
Okay.
Game night. Family game night is taking on a whole new dimension, not just at my house, not just at Amy's house, but I'm pretty sure at everyone's house, because we're having to stay together more at home as families. So what's the solution? I mean, because there's some games like Amy mentioned Monopoly. There's clearly only ever going to be a tie in that game. There is never a clear winner because everybody either ends up quitting or one person owns all the stuff. And you know what I'm saying? That too.
It lasts forever.
That too. So what's the solution for a successful family game night? I've got what I think is a solution for a successful family game night is that you have to play a different game every time. You can't revisit the same old stomping grounds over and over. You understand what I'm saying? So like one night it's going to be Uno, and the next night we'll play Pictionary. And the next night, if you change it up, that kind of alleviates the pressure, and everybody's got a chance to play their favorite or the one that they feel they're best at. And that kind of keeps the playing field level. What do you guys do?
I think, you know what, to be honest with you, we have not had game night yet since this is our week 3 on quarantine, quarantination, I like to call it. And we have not yet played game night. We've been so busy doing everything else, filing and working on tax stuff and spring cleaning and getting ready for the baby. But we might have to drag out some of the board games this weekend. But I would suggest, if your family is like mine and you're extremely competitive, I would say that it might be kind of smart to have a leaderboard. With that leaderboard, if you're going to play a different game every night, you can still have a winner of the night. And if you are the winner of the night, then you get a check mark on the board. See Dave shaking his head. Why?
You've taken up this thing of beauty that I gave to everybody listening and watching today. And you've corrupted it. You have corrupted it with more competition.
The only way to win with kids at game night is to see who can wash dishes and fold clothes. I love it. I love it. That's great. Hey, whoever wins tonight, you get to wash the dishes. How cool is that?
Nobody wins.
My kids would go, then I'm not playing.
Oh, I can't win. I quit.
No, you're going to play and you're going to win. I can see that.
I'm going to throw this game.
That's right, Kellogg. I love it. You're going to be sitting back there going, any other time you'll be like, give me Park Place. You'll be getting all this when doing the dishes is the winning thing. You're going to go, no, I don't think I want to buy that property.
But Becca, what if you're the loser of the week, or do you automatically lose whether you win or not? That's the real question.
That works. Loser at the end of the week is the one that does the dishes for the weekend.
See, why you got to make it? Why you got to just corrupt this beautiful family game night?
Let me tell you why. The reason why is because if not, mom ends up doing them anyway, and we are trying to find any way possible to find a solution so that somebody else has to do the dishes.
All right,
you got that?
I know the solution. You want to know how to give them some hard love if they're not doing the dishes? When you fix dinner next time, you grab that dirty dish, you put their brand new, tasty, clean food on that dirty dish and say, there you go. Mine's clean because I washed mine. There you go.
I like that. I like that.
Enjoy.
If you lose at the end of the week, you wash dishes next week. My husband, we don't play a game. The game is who can do it the fastest and neatest. Washing the dishes being the fastest and neatest. I like that. that works for Kellogg because she's got one that's young enough that ain't got it figured out yet. Mine will be like, congrats, you did it the fastest and the neatest. Good job, Mom. I mean,
So I don't know. I don't know if this has happened to you in quarantine or if this is just normal life, but I'm getting to where I'm just wash as I go. It gives me an excuse to wash my hands. Go ahead and wash.
I actually do that too, Dave.
Yeah.
I've got to where when I'm done cooking whatever I'm cooking on the stove, immediately.
Yeah, just go ahead and knock it out.
Wiping the stove down. I have got to where
dishes after y'all back full of belly.
Yeah. And not only that, the only dishes that you really have are the ones that you're dipping the stuff out of and the plates. That's my goal when I'm done cooking. But I ain't gonna lie, night before last, I was like, I'm not doing the cooking and cleaning the dishes up. That's a thing at our house. If you cook, you don't do the cleaning up. Whoever else. That's just the opposite. If I cook, I don't clean. If you cook, I will.
I'm like you, Becca. I clean up as I go, and then as soon as dinner is served and everybody's eaten, I clean my mess first, the kitchen mess, and then let's just go ahead and get it done. That way, nobody has a chance to settle into the sofa or get glued to the TV or get distracted by their phones. Just go ahead and knock it all out right there. I tell you what, go ahead.
I got you, Dave. You know how I was just telling y'all how competitive I am when it comes to like playing board games and stuff like that. Well, I'll tell you, with I'm kind of OCDC when it comes to the kitchen stuff too. I'm gonna clean while I'm cooking, and everything's gonna be done except the pans that have what I cooked in them and the plates. And outside of that, all you gotta do is clean that. Put the leftovers in the fridge.
Boom.
Put what we ate on, and sometimes most of the time we're eating on paper plates right now, if we can.
Yeah.
But still, clean as I go. Not the boys. Looks like a tornado came through the kitchen. I got you. I got you. Well, I saw my sister made like the whole neighborhood salsa yesterday, so she's kind of like doing the whole Betty
Jar
Crocker
and stuff. Sure.
I'm kind of thinking about baking some pound cake today. What do y'all think? I got you, Dave. I'm thinking about baking some pound cake.
Only if you do the special coconut recipe.
Dave loves my I add some coconut flavoring to my pound cakes. And you can taste something, but you taste a hint of something, but you can't really put your finger on it. Yeah. It's all
That
the
is
same. Is it not, Dave? How good is it?
It's good. It's my request whenever she announces she's about to make it. Yep, better do it. Kay, I'm with you. I cannot stand. Let me tell you something that young people don't understand is that standing water in the sink or standing water in the dishes, stanky.
I can't stand that.
Oh, I cannot. To wake up in the morning and there's like a bowl that somebody, I'm not going to name a name, Sam, had something to eat and they just put water in the bowl and you wake up first thing in the morning and you smell it and you're like, what you were
died?
Right there to think, why didn't you just wash it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Cinnamon pound cake. OMG. That sounds so good, Robert. I'm kind of thinking about experimenting today and adding some blueberry flavoring.
Not to that, but just to chat.
Like, what's a different kind of flavoring that I might
Yeah, Becca, it does draw bugs. I don't get that part either.
It's just nasty. I like
children are nasty. They're horrible. They're nasty things. Always needing to be cleaned and stuff.
Easter.
B1053, Pollard and Dave, John Pardee, Head Over Boots. Wasn't that the song that he brung to begin the whole thing with John Pardee? I just love that song, Head Over Boots. Good morning to you. 75 now on your all metal roofing and siding weather radar. This hour is service of Mark Dunning Industries, and the topic has shifted to dishes.
Yeah, I mean,
cake.
If you are not on our live stream, on
You're
Facebook
missing out. That is for
or
sure.
the YouTube channel and watching the live stream, you miss out on some of the stuff we talk about because it is absolutely crazy. But hey, listen, coming up this weekend, of course, it's going to be the first time that I ever have known in my life that I couldn't go to church for
Mhm.
Easter Sunday.
Right.
Now, a lot of churches are doing the drive-up services, so don't think that you can't go to church this weekend. I actually am going to have my pastor on with us today for Wiregrass Strong at 5 o'clock, just to give you some words of encouragement during this uncertain time that we're going through. And sometimes we just need to hear some positive things and some things that we can look forward to and be uplifted. So Brother Michael Gibson will be on with us today at 5 o'clock from Panther Creek Baptist Church in Wicksburg. So this weekend, I do want y'all to know that there are plenty of churches, mine included, that will be having drive-up services. So get out and still put on your Sunday best and sit in your car at the churches and take an opportunity to show your thanks for Christ who rose so that we could all have eternal life. And that's what it's all about this weekend. And speaking of Easter, I know a lot of folks are still going to do the Easter egg hunts. They're just going to practice social distancing with the family in the
That's
backyard.
hard to say with braces, isn't it?
Yeah, distancing. I don't really know. Maybe you just had eggs for your kids, but you
Mhm.
can still do it. Like, we can't have all the cousins over and everybody because then we're not doing what we're supposed to. But trying to think of some ways that you could still have an Easter egg hunt, fun with the kids. I know it's coffee time. If y'all have got some suggestions on that, why don't you share them with us? Maybe there could be a virtual Easter egg hunt.
That'd be
You could
kind of cool.
hide them on
How
screen.
about the do you remember last week some lady, or maybe earlier this week, some lady said that they had teddy bear hunts where they put
Yeah.
stuffed teddy bears? Why don't you have that kind of Easter egg hunt where you'd have like a big Easter egg hidden in your yard, but you could drive by and see it and you could collect them? And
You could do that. Or what if you
Yeah.
set your camera up at your house? You
right.
set your camera up, panoramic view, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your GoPro, because it gets the wide angle. You've already hidden eggs in obvious, well, not all obvious, but in places. Okay, gang, I've got 20 eggs hidden right here on this screen.
I
The
got you.
first
Kind of a
one,
Where's Waldo thing. Yeah.
yeah, the first one
Mhm.
that can go in and pick out, name all 20 places under the plant on the right, on top of the fence post in the middle of the screen.
That's clever.
Then whoever could first pick all 20 out wins the $20 bill or something like that.
Wow. Amy's going to
Golden
give
egg.
everybody a $20 bill if they do her Easter egg hunt.
Golden egg. I'm just saying. Y'all know that's a cute idea.
It is a
And that's
super cute idea.
And that's like your whole family could play. Everybody log on at this certain time, and we're gonna have it virtual where everybody can see, and we can even pan the camera around a little and move it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey,
I just came up with a great idea.
You sure did, Amy. I just want to remind our listeners, too, that B1053 is going to be carrying 3 separate Easter services from Harvest Church in Dothan this Sunday. So if you don't belong to a church and you want to get your Easter on, we'll be having 3 services this Sunday on B1053.
You have
You're
the
more
time
than
that
welcome.
those will air,
I
Dave.
do, just not memorized. I'll get them and write them down.
We'll share those with you.
We
Because
sure will.
I think 9:30, 10:30, and then 2 more after that. So you can actually tune in live to B1053 and hear Harvest Church sermon, which is absolutely wonderful.
It's pretty
So
awesome.
let's see the time. We haven't done our coffee. Let's do our coffee.
You ready
sip.
to do some coffee? All right.
Y'all ready?
Here we go. I love my coffee. Made it myself.
Coffee on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Cheers. Sip. Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Hey, you didn't cheers
such
me.
good coffee. Because my
didn't-
mouth was full of coffee. Sorry.
You
I can
have
do it again. I can do it
cheers
again.
before you do it. Okay.
Sorry. I'm so
1,
interested in the
2,
coffee.
3.
Cheers. Clink. I get 2 sips.
Mm-hmm. We're so funny like that. We want to make sure y'all cheers with us.
That's
Okay.
right. We got to have
All
some
right.
coffee in the morning.
We do. Hey, this hour brought to you by our friends at Mark Dunning Industries. It is 6:50, and you guys know what time it is.
It's time for Pollard and Dave's Daily Devotion, proudly brought to you by Saliba Construction and Southern Outdoor Sports on B1053.
And of course, Southern Outdoor Sports, those guys are absolutely wonderful. Close friends of mine. And my concealed carry, my 38 hammerless Ruger that I got from there. Ladies, lightweight. The grip is absolutely phenomenal. It's perfect for a concealed carry. Put it in your purse, carry it on you. You need to go see my friends at Southern Outdoor Sports. Ammunition, they got some of that too. If you're looking for a long gun, maybe you're a turkey hunter like I am. Ask about the Benelli shotgun. Absolutely, virtually no recoil. It is amazing. So go see Southern Outdoor Sports in Dothan. Today, we're looking at Hebrews 2:1. So we must listen very carefully to the truth we have heard, or we may drift away from it. It's pretty simple today. Listen to the truth you've heard, or you may drift away from it. As you gain years in your walk with Christ, sometimes the good news of Jesus Christ doesn't feel like new news. Does this sound like you? If we aren't careful, it becomes easy to drift away to things that may hold more intrigue. Be steadfast in your faith through and listen closely to God. For God has a unique way of drawing us closer to Him if you are simply paying attention. That's a good one today, y'all. You know, sometimes.
Mike, I will do that, buddy. I will certainly give all of my old boyfriends, that sounded wrong, all of my friends that are old boys from Michael House, I will give them a shout. Well, that came out all kinds of wrong.
He said he's going to record it and post your shout out, which is really cool.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We'll do that right after the news and weather at the top of the hour. Does that sound cool, man? So probably in about 10 minutes.
That works. Providence Baptist Church. Absolutely. I hope that every church is doing that. We just saw it as an opportunity to have a church actually also be on the radio, maybe to reach people that typically don't go to church, attend a service, or watch it live. We're going to actually carry it on the radio station on B1053. You can listen to that on B1053.com or on iHeartRadio, guys. All you got to do is type in WECB. And like this morning, if you were to pull up iHeartRadio, and it's a free app, and type in WECB, you could actually be hearing the music that we're playing in between breaks.
I'm playing good music too. Really good. Really, really good.
That's good because on our Facebook Live, which stinks, we can't play the music. So, but that kind of gives us an opportunity to just chat with y'all on the side here. So, thank you, Becca. Daniel, thank you so much. Daniel says he loves our show. We appreciate you so much. What I was going to tell you guys earlier, if you've been tuned in, I was talking about the fact that we've been working together almost 4 years. And when we first started, we had a camera up in the studio, actual studio, that was on all the time. I didn't like that. And to be honest with y'all, because like right now, I can totally go over here and I can do this. Watch. Let me show y'all this. So I just picked my nose and didn't tell y'all. Just kidding. Just kidding. I can actually turn my camera off for a second so that if there's something private that y'all don't need to see, then that's cool. I didn't like.
See, my face is clear now. No more bruises. See, Amy would reach over and pop a knot on my head all the time.
Whatever. I just didn't like. I didn't like the being on camera all the time thing, like in the studio where you. He said, "Be right back." So this is different. I can actually mute my mic if I'm saying something. Maybe something's going on at home that I don't want to share, or I can turn my camera off for a second. Because sometimes, let's be real, y'all. Sometimes you got to have a little bit of privacy. And so I like this much better. And this might be something that we continue to do even after social distancing if y'all like it. I don't know. It's kind of a catch-22 because if you are used to listening to us on the radio, you listen because you like the music, and in between songs, you like the things we talk about. On this Facebook stream and on our YouTube live stream, we obviously can't play the music. So we don't want to be boring to you guys because there's no music. So I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? Because some people may not want to be a part of this if there is no music. I get mixed things. I get people say, "No, we love what y'all talk about in between songs, and we totally hope y'all keep doing this when y'all go back to work." So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. Um, not on the shoulders. Oh, thank you, Robert. Robert said he loves it. It's different. It does give you a chance to kind of see us on our crazy side a little bit. Some of the things you wouldn't hear on the radio, and we do talk about some things that sometimes we probably shouldn't talk about. Little TMI, but hey, y'all wouldn't be here, I don't think, on our live stream if you didn't want to hear some of the things that we don't ever put on the radio. You get to hear all the imperfections and all the craziness. But now I like stuff like that. Like if I'm watching, I don't know, I'm watching maybe some people that I watch on reality TV, and you know how you can go to different sites and see some of the unedited footage or stuff that the cuts that didn't make the floor, didn't go to the TV, but they still have cuts like behind the scenes stuff. I like stuff like that. Some people do, some people don't. I enjoy both, but do wish I could do both. See, I know, right? It's crazy. Here's my philosophy on that, June. Um, we already have to pay royalties because we're a radio station, so we already have to pay those. The artists get their cuts, the songwriters get their cuts, or whatever. We have to pay the royalties for that because we are a radio station. So it seems to me like once we pay those cuts as a radio station, that should give us the ability to also air on Facebook Live or YouTube Live because we already are paying that. Like to make us pay it again seems like double jeopardy or something like that. It just doesn't seem like it's fair to make. So with that being said, that's why we can't play the music because then we would have to pay the royalties again. So I don't know. If I was an artist, I might would feel different about it. If I was an artist, I might would say, well, if you're going to air it on a different media, then I want my cut from that too. So I try to be objective about it and see it the way that people, how do y'all feel about that? Do you feel like, because I did try to do, I had a 6-year hiatus from radio when I was fired 6 years ago. And actually, me and a friend of mine actually did an internet radio station. Actually, was it 6 years ago? No, it was longer than that. It's been 10 years ago. We were doing internet radio 10 years ago when it was virtually unheard of. Like it truly was a brand new thing. And we were having to pay royalties and it was kicking our butt because we were just two of us in a house in a kitchen doing a radio show, and having to pay those royalties was like, if you didn't have enough advertisers to pay for that, you couldn't exist. Like you could pay royalties, but then you weren't drawing a paycheck, which didn't pay your bills. So it just didn't work. And so that's that small business thing. It's tough. Mixed feelings on that one. Me too. Oh, Robert, thank you. So glad to be back on the radio. Yeah. Radio, anybody that knows or listens to local radio, it can be a volatile business. You can and it's so funny because how many different radio stations have you worked for, Dave? Or groups? It happens.
Almost embarrassed to say. I've spent the majority of my on-air career, though, in the state of Alabama. Mm-hmm. I actually worked for Sam Phillips, the guy who originally found Elvis. He owned a radio station that I worked for. And it's funny because he would come and visit the station, and every time he'd come and visit, the GM would walk around. All right, Sam's coming. Remember, don't ask him about Elvis. Nothing about Elvis. Nothing. Every time he would do that, and every time Sam came by, all he did was talk about Elvis.
That's so funny.
Isn't that weird?
That's weird. I have only done radio in Alabama. Yeah, I mean, I've done some internet or some TV stuff and some internet stuff, but not any actual being on air in another state. I had an offer to go to another state. I was told, you can get out of Dothan. You got to be willing to move, and you could be on radio in a different market if you wanted to. And I was like, but I love Dothan. And I love my family. I love the small town thing, y'all. Really and truly. I have a great, great friend who is on the morning show in Houston. She actually did the reality show with me. And Houston is what? Top 4, top 3 market, Dave? And she's on there. And, you can be on larger market if you want to be, but you got to be willing to pick your family up, uproot them, move. And then my kids were little.
And there ain't no guarantee.
Mm-mm.
You could be there 2 weeks and you clash with a personality and it's over.
Yeah, listen, being able to have chemistry with your morning show partner is huge. I'm telling you, you know how they had Kelly Ripa or whatever her name is, and they tried. I don't even know how many different people they tried with her. And if you don't have chemistry together, it just doesn't work. I don't care how hard you try to fake it. You can't fake it till you make it. When you're on camera, you can tell if there's headbutting. Her and that Mike guy, that used to play professional sports, they were butting heads, and it didn't work. That's what happens. Makes me wonder. I did online DJ for a game site one time, but it's volunteer, didn't get paid, had to own the songs you used. Wonder if they had to pay royalties. I'm telling you,
It's tight. It's strict.
It is strict, and if you don't have some revenue coming in from somewhere, that just it's not feasible. So that's why you see a lot of people just doing podcasts or things that don't involve music.
All right. After this spot break, we're going to do a little shout out to South Africa. Okay, guys.
We got some chemistry together. We do.
Yeah, me and you. Oh yeah. It's just like oil and vinegar.
It's funny. It's been a process. So we really are like radio husband and wife. Your relationship, you have to be that tight knit. Like you have to know each other's little buttons. You kind of got to know where you're kind of navigate through there.
Boundaries. You got to know boundaries.
You do. And we have them. We've had like 2 fights, like real fights. Like, I'm so pissed at you right now. That kind of thing. And I can say that because we're not on the air. I would never say that on the air.
I would.
We've had a couple of those.
Oh, we've had some knockdown dragouts for sure.
But we always come
back. It's all with love. It's all with
good.
love.
I'm not mad at you anymore. We're okay. It's all good.
And that's it is, Amy, it is a lot like being married because you have to fight. But as soon as you're done fighting, you got to say, okay, fight's over. Time to move on.
Right. And we're good at that. We're both good at that. Not holding grudges because that's like stupid, right? Especially when we're going through the time we're going through in our life. Do y'all hold grudges?
Well, not even that. I'm 56. I ain't got time to hold no stinking grudge.
Well, I'm just saying life is so precious, y'all. Really, it truly is. And if there's somebody, let's talk about that. If there's somebody that you're at odds with today, let today be the day that you call them or send them a text or something and say, you know what? It's petty. Life is too short. I'm not mad at you. I want to bury the hatchet and say, I'm sorry, or let's get this over with because I don't like being at odds with you. You're my friend and I love you.
I hate being mad. It makes my stomach hurt. When I get that kind of mad, it makes my stomach hurt and I just don't like it. I wear my feelings out.
Yes, Becca. It was all Dave's fault when we fought. Yes.
Wait a minute. Can you see this? I'm holding up a number, Becca. I want you to see if you can guess how many fingers I'm holding up.
No, you're not doing that. No, you're not doing
You're number one, girl.
it. I'm telling y'all. So
Here we go.
we missed the news. We were talking.
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good Thursday morning to you. Got to tell you what day it is because we all seem to be forgetting. This hour is brought to you by our good friends at Covenant Care Hospice. Amy, right now it is 74 on your all metal roofing and siding weather radar. It's cloudy out there. No rain on the radar yet. But I'm predicting by this evening, we might get some showers. Before then, though, I think we're going to have some sunshine.
Well, and I told you guys that we probably are going to have, I looked at extended forecast Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I think Wednesday. I'll check and see. But for the next several days, I'm not complaining because my tomatoes right now look like they are all straight up steroids.
Yeah. And you know what? The yard could sure use the water. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you mentioned that, Amy. I'm going to throw some fertilizer, some weed and feed in my yard today before the rain gets here really good. Because I think you're right. I think it's going to be a couple of 3 days of rain. Before we move on, Amy, because we got lots to talk about this morning, I've got a friend, Mike, who's listening in South Africa this morning. He and I went to boarding school together at a school called Michael House. And he tells me that there's a lot of what we call old boys. Those are the people that have graduated, matriculated from Michael House that are shut in. They're on the lockdown in South Africa, just like we are. So we're going to give them a good old South Alabama shout out to my friends in South Africa, the old boys from Michael House. Way to go, guys. Real proud of you. Wash your hands, stay 6 feet apart, and be as safe as you can be. It is Pollard and Dave in the morning, and we got prizes to give away in just a few.
Thank you, Mike, for sharing us with your guys. Thank you so much. I told Mike, thank you for sharing.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Guys, I know that seems so far away.
It is. It's an 18-hour flight, Amy. Don't fool yourself. It is far.
18-hour flight, y'all. I would be psycho before I got there. Because I already don't like flying.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
18-hour flight.
Did y'all see in the news where 100 American airline stewardess have coronavirus? 100. That's crazy. But I mean, you figure they were right in the middle of it when all these people were flying and sick and didn't know they were sick and trying to get from point A to point B. 100 of them diagnosed with coronavirus.
How are you, Mr. Dickens? I didn't mean to not say hey to you this morning. Good to see you. I'm glad you're well.
Hey, thank you so much. Yeah.
See, believe it or not, that is a frontline worker right there. People that are in the sanitation business, custodians, janitors, whatever you want to call them, they're frontline just like we are. I ain't even gonna
listen. I saw something yesterday, a day before yesterday, or maybe I was talking with somebody about it. I think it was with Kelly, my sister-in-law, where the people that are cleaning the hospitals. Okay, y'all, let's be serious about this. Everybody's talking about the frontline workers and nurses and doctors needing the mask and all this and the PPE and everything. That's true. They do 100% need it. But people are overlooking the janitorial services and the people that are keeping these hospitals clean because one person checks out of a room. If it is not disinfected and sanitized the way it needs to be, how dangerous is that? And we don't have robots doing that. So somebody that's doing that, the people that are going in and cleaning up the trash and cleaning these rooms, wiping them down, cleaning the tubs and showers and toilets and all this, I'm being told that a lot of them aren't given the PPE, that they're actually having to go in and clean these rooms and stuff. Without that, y'all, we can't have that. What happens when those workers get sick? They're just as essential as the rest of us.
I agree with that statement. I do.
So
agree.
we need to make sure that wherever you are, your staff is being taken care of like that. For sure.
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave and Clay Walker. Then what you gonna do? Well, we're gonna give some prizes away here in just a minute. Yesterday, we had a little stream sharing contest. In case you didn't know, we are broadcasting live, of course, on our radio station, but we're also streaming on Facebook and on YouTube. Make sure you share, because you never know when Amy's gonna cook something up like she did yesterday. Explain yourself, girl.
Well, yesterday we decided to take all of the people that were watching the live stream either on YouTube, which is Wiregrass Space Radio, or the Facebook live stream. And if you shared it and tagged 3 of your friends, then you would go in the drawing for a Pollard and Dave prize pack. And we're going to make it all kinds of goodies, but you're going to get one of the Pollard and Dave exclusive. You can't even find these anymore. Vintage. I'm going to call it vintage Pollard and Dave t-shirts.
Limited edition, signed, numbered.
Yeah. So if you wanted one of those and to be in the drawing, then you had to actually share our live stream. Good morning, Jessica from Outback Steakhouse. So Dave actually has a winner this morning, and we're going to need to get your information. If you are the actual winner, we need to get your information so we can mail you your package.
You ready for this, girl?
Ready.
Our winner this morning is Carl Grosskirth.
Yes.
Oh, well done, buddy. I drew your name at random, and you won that Pollard and Dave prize pack, including
We cannot
the
hear
limited
you.
edition. Why not?
We cannot hear you whenever you're playing that. Our Facebook stream can't hardly hear you.
Okay, well, people
You're
on the
way
radio,
lower.
they can hear me on the radio.
Radio can.
Yeah.
What was the name again? Carl
Grosskirth.
Grosskirth.
I don't know if I'm saying that right, Carl, but you won, and so that's
There
cool.
you go. Okay, so we need to post that name on our Facebook live stream from
We sure will.
yesterday. So
We'll do
Carl
it.
will know. We need to get a private message from him with the address, and we're going to mail that out. You never know when we might throw a little contest in there. Remember, tomorrow's contest that we want y'all's help with is if we can get over 100 people. I want at least 101 viewing all at the same time, starting at 7:30. We are going to extend the Friday free for all. Now, if y'all are a Pollard and Dave listener, you know the Friday free for all is about some get down music.
It's all about really just letting it all hang out. Last day of the week, y'all got to blow it out.
And of course, brought to you by Mr. Mattress every Friday. And we're going to extend that if we get the 100 viewers. So what you'll want to do is share, tag 3 people, and then
tag everybody.
Tag everybody.
Tag
And
everybody.
then we're going to have you where you can also, because you're going to want to hear the free for all. So then there you'll go and log on to the B1053 iHeart radio station, WECB, so you can listen to the music as well.
The music with Pollard and Dave in the morning like this from Old Dominion.
That's what we're going to do, y'all. Good morning, Daryl. How are you, sweetheart? And Shannon.
Daryl or my other brother, Daryl.
Daryl and Robert. Love you guys. Miss y'all.
Hey, y'all, if you haven't shared us today, this morning, go ahead and get used to doing that, because the more viewers we get, the more liable Amy's going to give prizes away.
Yeah. And I like doing that.
You like giving away prizes?
I do. So June says, my son works for sanitation for the city of Delville. I agree that people forget the people who clean everything. Yes. And I love those folks. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if it's a janitorial service, if it's a trash removal service, they need protection. I'm telling y'all they do. They're already our gift. I'm telling you, they're a gift already, because there aren't a lot of people that are willing to do that kind of work. And so we need to protect those people for sure. Good morning, Tawana. Tawana, we are going to have a grandbaby next week. I'm so excited. She is the other Mimi. She's going to actually be a Wani. I'm going to be a Mimi, and she's going to be a Wani. This is Michael's mother. So the two of us are going to have our first grandbaby next week. I'm so
That poor
excited.
child's going to go, Moani, and y'all are going to be running in circles not knowing what to do.
Oh, we know what to do.
Moani.
I'm going to be, no, it's Wani. It's
I'm
Wani.
saying, but you're Mimi, and the child is going to go,
Moani.
and y'all are going to go,
Oh, that would be precious. Absolutely precious. Yeah, y'all, it is kind of a scary time right now if you think about it. We've all just decided we're putting this in God's hands, and it's a scary time for my daughter, and it's a scary time for me and for Tawana and Michael. This is not the most opportune time to be having a child at the hospital. Like, let's be honest about it. It's probably one of the absolute worst times ever, but it's the time that God has chosen. So we are surrendering everything to Him and have faith that it will all go well. So, we have that. We've a prayed hedge of protection around the baby and Ansley and Michael. Because see, once Michael goes to the hospital too, he is quarantined at the hospital with her. There is no going and leaving. Once you get there, it's Hotel California. Yeah, on the lockdown until it's time to leave and go home.
Let me just, what?
You can't be checking out of there. You got to go when it's time to go, check in, and you got to stay there. And I told Michael, I don't know if we need to get you. Listen, no, I'm serious.
The Hotel California.
Look, you're checking in, but Seth, it's not that you can't never leave. You can leave, but it can't be in between having the baby and all that. So what we have to do for Michael is get a care package. This is what I told him. We're going to pack him a little basket, me and Tawana, and we're going to cookies, snacks, Cheez-Its.
How about some clean underwear?
They already have their bags packed. So,
right.
What I'm talking about is if you're going to be there for 48 hours and all you got, look, let me put it to y'all mildly. When
Linda.
Listen, Linda, when he gets in the room with Ansley, I want it to be where he don't have to go nowhere. He's got his little juice packs. He's got his crackers and his cookies and his little basket. And he don't even have to walk out of that room and walk down the hall.
You're going to pin a note to his shirt.
I'm going to put a GPS on Michael and make sure he is not walking them hallways at the house.
Safety pin on his shirt with a note from mommy and your phone number.
That's right. If lost, call Wani or Mimi. That's what we got to do. Y'all, I'm serious. We got to make sure that they got a basket. So if he gets hungry, and they'll bring the food tray to the room, but that's not always, we know that's not always the best food ever. So
Jello's always on point.
Jello, well, the popsicles are always on point.
Yeah, those are always good.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let me tell y'all the truth. Got to tell y'all the truth. Hospital breakfast food, I can throw down on some hospital breakfast food.
Really?
Love hospital breakfast.
You're an egg eater, ain't you?
He's homesteading in her room. Yes, I am an egg eater. You know what? We got like next door at my mama's house. We got like.
Well, your country is kicking in.
Because I'm about to talk about some yard birds. That's why.
Door.
We got yard birds. We got chickens next door. And did y'all know, for real, people that have chickens right now are getting top dollar for them eggs.
I live in the Garden District in Dothan. I got a neighbor selling free range eggs.
I'm telling you,
maybe
y'all
7 dozen or
laugh
something.
At them chicken farmers if you want to. Laugh at them, but they laughing to the bank right now.
Making bank on what, $3.50 a dozen, $5 a dozen sometimes.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Somewhere told me.
Chicken.
Somebody told me the other day they saw $6.
One of our fans, Gina, has chickens. B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. 7:20 on a Thursday. And I forgot to make a phone call, Amy. So do your thing. I got to call Tim.
So we're talking about my daughter next week. We'll be having a baby. So we're talking about packing a little care package for my son-in-law to take to the room so that when he gets to the room, shouldn't have to go out in the hallways for anything. You got a shower, you got a potty, you got your wife. You gotta have nothing. And somebody says, send if he drinks coffee. In there.
Mini Keurig, yeah, we've got a mini Keurig here at the studios.
Yeah. Oh,
I was laughing at you.
I got Jessica's got the twins. Jessica from Outback. She's got twins, and I have been loving on them babies. And Bella is laughing at me this morning. She knows my voice because I used to say, "Hey, Bella."
No, she's laughing at you. She's laughing at you because you're funny.
Oh my gosh, I love
funny
those
looking.
babies. So on the phone with us right now, do we have the mortgage man, and can he hear me this morning?
I can just now hear you. So he's trying to hide the fact that he didn't mash the button when he first called me.
That's okay. That's all right. We do have mortgage man Tim on the phone. And Tim, we were just talking about the fact that we've got the hospital bag packed. Michael has to have his own little bag and his own little goodies and snacks and stuff because when he gets there, there's no running to the drive-thru and getting anything. He can't leave the hospital. So what would you suggest we pack special for Michael, the dad to be?
Definitely a video game or something with, I guess, his phone to play games on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A charger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, a charger. That's a good one.
I went on the Amazon looking for the longest charger. I think I found a 20-foot charger. Somebody might need to give me a little direction on that, where I can get the longest charger for sure.
Yeah, I saw your post, and it brought back memories and made me laugh where I guess you and Ansley were out, I guess, walking, trying to induce or whatever.
Yes.
When Johnny was pregnant with Courtney, it looked like it was never going to end.
Mm-hmm.
And we lived in an apartment in
a what?
Yeah.
In an apartment in Atlanta. First got married, just pretty much got our first real jobs, 18 years old. And we were doing everything we can. We were reading everything. We went out in the pool and she was doing butterfly strokes.
Yep.
What'd you do? You drank that. What'd you drink?
We did the
castor oil.
Super hot wings. Did you ever do the super hot chicken wings?
I don't do nothing super hot.
That was, well, not for you, for your wife.
Yeah, they say spicy food does.
Yeah, but you don't understand when she's pregnant, what she eats, the husband eats.
Oh,
that's right.
I got you.
That's right. It's default, automatic. Yeah. We are trying everything.
Yeah, I went to the doctor and she'd put on like 70 pounds or whatever with Courtney, and the doctor was going, listen, you got to do something. And I'm over there saying, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
That's funny. Listen, it is definitely a journey, you guys. And so we're going to keep them both in our thoughts and prayers. But, you just mentioned, Tim, just starting out and how y'all actually lived in an apartment. But I actually would like to caution people that are listening these days about going and getting that apartment, because for what an apartment costs these days, so many.
But yeah, they didn't cost that. I think we paid like $320.
Yeah.
Something real small in like a very upscale apartment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but these days,
I've mentioned this several times over the years that one of the biggest, I guess, joys to me is how many of the kids that I coached them in Pee Wee football and rec ball that I have done their mortgages when they're first getting married, got a baby on the way. And I'm sitting here thinking, Lord have mercy, man, I was having to teach this guy how to run to first base, and now I'm financing his house.
Made it all the way to the Look at him.
Yeah, it's incredible. And these days, actually, for what people are paying for an apartment, listen to me, y'all. If you're paying $700, $800, $900 a month, and I know you are, then there is no reason that you can't own your own home. Tim, you talk about it all the time. You say, look, if you had to qualify to rent this apartment, you can be a homeowner. Why is that, Tim?
Paperwork, isn't it?
It pretty much is.
Yeah.
They do the verifications. You have to take them your pay stubs and your W-2s, and one thing they do that we don't do is they call references. They call people and say, hey, did they take care of the place? Did they, make their payments on time? Did they, You know, we don't do all of that. You know, we go off your credit and your income.
And listen, a lot of times, let's talk about a deposit. They're having to put down big deposits these
First
days.
month, last month, plus a security deposit usually. Isn't that right, Tim?
Yeah. I was watching a movie last night, and it made me laugh because the guy said, you know, he was looking at his apartment. He said, I think I'll take it. He said, okay, well, I'm going to need your first month's, last month's rent, and a large security deposit.
Yep.
And they said, oh, I'm having a heart attack.
That's
Yeah.
probably enough. That would probably be enough for a down payment on a house.
Oh, Lord, we closed the loan the other day. The client brought $0. And that's, I'm going to say what you say. I mean, 75% of our loans,
Yep.
clients bring nothing to the table because our preferred realtors negotiate the contract where the sellers pay the closing costs. You know, you get into do a USDA loan with no money down. I mean, they got into their brand new home. And the funny thing is their mortgage payment was $120 less than their rent.
Man.
Right. See, and that is
in a bigger property.
See.
And yeah, well, not only that, okay, it was $120 less than their rent was. A bigger property because you're in your home now, and 9 times out of 10 it's bigger than an apartment. And it's yours. That's the biggest thing. They're all advantages. So if you're out there listening today and you're renting, we need to be talking to you because
Becca online right now said she's working on her credit so she can eventually own her own place. Tim, I want you to tell Becca that if she's just trying to figure it out on her own, she probably needs to call a rate shaker so that y'all can give her a plan.
Yeah, Becca.
To follow.
Becca. Yeah, Becca.
Listen, Becca.
In the industry, and you probably Googled online and said, "What do I need to do to?" We've got a what if simulator. We pull your credit, and our simulator tells us right there, Becca needs to do this to get her score to where she qualifies.
It's called streamlining.
And you will be so surprised. It could be paying $50 on a card, open up a credit card and charge $10. I mean, that kind of simple stuff. I mean, we did one last week that the client, I did the what if simulator.
Mm-hmm.
They had to open up a credit card because they didn't have that much revolving debt, charge $10, 60 points on their credit.
Bang.
It's crazy, y'all. And what he's saying is true. I've been working with them for 2 years now. And I'm telling you, what he's saying is absolutely true. There's no reason that you can't be a homeowner. And if not today, then maybe 6 months from now, maybe 9 months from now. But you need to know where you stand. So, Tim, what's the best way for people to find out where they are and if they can buy today?
Yeah, and Amy, it's also now we had one of your clients that now that we're talking about this the other day that a very prestigious client had good credit, but the loan he was wanting to do required like jam up credit, and we told him something he had to do, and he was floored. He said, "Are you kidding me? So if I do that, my score will jump up that much, and my interest rate will drop down this much, and I can do this loan?" So yeah, he said, "Give me a day." I mean, he was amazed.
And I'm telling you, and Tim, I know we're going a little bit long today, but this is important because there's so many people out there that need relief and need help right now that it's worth talking about. I actually have another client, and called me and said, this is what he said. He said, "I've got good credit. I just have a medical collection. I went through a hard time and I was in the hospital for a while. I have a medical collection that is $7,000, and I have had a hard time. I'm working on that, but I went to a bank to get a mortgage loan, and they turned me down." He came to me. He came to me.
Right there, I went to a bank.
And he came to me, and we were able to, all we had to do was show 1% of that, include 1% of that collection in his monthly debt, what he owes. And we're able to do a loan he is in processing right now, getting a veteran loan through the VA. And he was told no by a bank. This is why you need to be dealing with hometown lenders, folks. Plain and simple. So
yeah, I'm telling you, I've got my rate shakers. We are standing by. We're there at the office. We're in locked down in our office, but we are working, our phone's working, our computers are working. We're there to help you through this situation. I mean, there's nothing. I'm telling you, a lot of folks say, well, I know my credit is terrible. I'll be embarrassed. Look, Amy and I can tell you, you sure got nothing to be embarrassed because we have seen it all. we are in a judge-free zone.
That's right. That's the truth. All we want to do is help. And so if any of this has triggered something in you today and you're ready to see where you are, there's a website you need to visit.
Yep, mortgagemantim.com. Click the Our Team tab. It'll have a picture of every one of our rate shakers. You click on your favorite rate shaker, it'll take you to their application, fill it out, and we'll take it from there.
All right, Becca, you need to give me a call. Talk to me. Once again, it's mortgagemantim.com. And remember, Hometown Lenders is your equal housing lender, MLS 65084. Thank you, Tim Watson.
Thank y'all.
That's how you do it, my friends. Telling y'all, we talk this every day.
Can you handle this? I got something pressing. I got to go handle.
Go ahead. We talk about this every day. Becca, hit me up on Facebook. Send me a private message. I'll get with you. I'll show you my personal link if y'all want to fill out an application. Applywithamy.com. And that's AMIE, applywithamy.com. All the rate shakers at Hometown Lenders are absolutely wonderful. I'm not the newest girl on the totem pole anymore. We've got some newer folks that have started, but I've learned so much about the industry and credit and the way that your credit is. It is actually a, what's the word I want to use? It's strategic. That's the word I'm looking for. You wouldn't think that getting oh, there's a blue bird out there on the roof, y'all. Oh, and he's got a worm. Early bird gets a worm, right? So I was going to tell y'all, strategic about your credit. If you don't have enough revolving credit, it does affect you. And I know, well, I got, this, I pay my electric bill and I pay my cell phone. That's not what we're talking about. Revolving credit. Maybe you went to a furniture store and you bought some furniture and you're making a monthly payment on that furniture. Or maybe you've got a gas card and you make a monthly payment on that gas card. It's just as important how much you have charged on that card, your debt to income ratio, your what they call credit card utilization. You need to make sure that that percentage is down. If it's a $500 credit card, you need to make sure that you have less than 20% on that card. That might be why your credit score is low, is because you've got that credit card maxed out. The way the credit card or the credit scores work is you need to have a lot of available credit. If you've got a lot of credit, but all of them are maxed out, it will kill your credit score. And so there's a lot of strategy involved in this.
Managing debt.
And there's a lot involved in, that's why sometimes you go get a brand new credit card and you only charge that $10 on there. You've got a lot of available credit on there. So that makes your credit score jump. But now that doesn't work for everybody. Somebody that already has a lot of revolving credit might not need to go open another account. That might hurt them. So that's why you need to be talking.
It's just as important, Amy, to use your credit as well as have your credit. So like if you've got a credit card, just your basic Visa, MasterCard, or whatever, you never want to pay it off. You want to have a little something on there all the time because they want to see that you are managing your debt. You are managing, don't you call it debt to income ratio, Amy? Isn't that like the short version of it? So if you've got so many dollars coming in and you are managing your outgoing dollars well, that's probably your best ticket to getting good credit. That's how I maintain mine.
Yeah. And for goodness sake, let me give y'all a little more advice and then we'll move on. If you have student debt, that is a government loan. or you have child support and you're not paying your child support. Those are the two things that will kill you on a mortgage loan. Stay current with your child support. Get current if you're looking at buying a home anytime soon. And the other thing is, if you have student debt, I know a lot of young people that are watching or listening think that, oh, that's only my student loan and it's just $30 a month. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll pay that down the road and get caught up. Any student debt loans that you are defaulting on will kill you on getting a mortgage. Do not ever be late on student loans. Call and talk to them, make arrangements to get maybe lower payments if you need to. Try to, especially right now with everything that's going on with the COVID-19, guarantee you if you've got student loan debt, there is some sort of relief out there for you, whether it might be where you skip 3 months worth of payments, but you need to talk to them and get an arrangement. But don't just not pay them, because it will kill you. And another thing that will kill you is if you're currently in a mortgage and you have one late payment.
Oof.
30-day late in the last 12 months, forget it.
Forget about it. We got 15
wait 12
seconds.
months.
15.
Do not be late on a current mortgage payment, guys. And that's my advice to you. No charge. Just call me when you're ready to do a mortgage. How about that? Or a refi.
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. We are having such a great time on this Friday Eve, getting ready for your Friday free-for-all. Let me remind you, first of all, this hour is brought to you by Covenant Care Hospice. It's 74 now on your all-better roofing and siding weather radar. Kind of cloudy out now, and we do have a chance of rain throughout the day. Amy, I don't know if you're looking at your screen right now, but that was pizza night last night at the Gilligan's.
I did see that, and it looked wonderful.
My son, Sam... because I was doing a Wiregrass Strong. We always start our pizza cooking at 5 o'clock, and I was on the radio, so Sam took over, and he's in charge of making the pizza tonight, and he decided he wanted jalapeno, onion ring, pepperoni, ham, cheese, and sauce pizza. And look at that.
It was marvelous,
pizza. It was so good, Amy. So good. And once again, we talk a lot about how to keep from going stir crazy when we're under lockdown right now. And what a great idea to let your kids in the kitchen, let them experiment. And I tell you what, I know you did it when you were little. You let them put stuff together and you'd pretend to eat it because, I mean, they would just put the most awful things together. Oh, I'll get into, I had some horrible things I had to eat.
Because you don't want to hurt their feelings.
That now you can give them a little bit of guidance. Hey, it's pizza night, guys. Let's let, just to pick a name, Becca, I'm not picking on you, but let's let Becca make the pizza tonight. And Becca likes artichoke hearts for some reason. So guess what? We're having artichoke heart pizza tonight.
Yeah. You know what? I just came up with an idea.
What's that?
I need to know what our listeners and our viewers think about this. So why not, since I'm at home, y'all know I cook all the time, and we're always doing Pollard recipes, and Dave gets me to share how I make stuff all the time.
All the time.
What about one morning if I get someone in my family to like go into the kitchen with me, and while we're on Facebook Live, I make a recipe while we're on Facebook Live during our radio show.
I don't think that'd be a problem on my end. I think you getting another Pollard out of the bed before 8 o'clock is where the issue is gonna
That might be an issue, but let me tell you something. I can always bribe them with food.
Yes, you can.
Look, I was just looking at your pizza thinking, dang, that looks good. That would feed Ron.
You think Ron would like an onion ring pizza?
That pizza would feed Ron. That pizza at my house would feed one person. Like, did your whole family eat that pizza?
Yeah, and there was leftover.
That's all y'all cooked.
And there was leftover too. For 3 of them.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm sitting there looking at that. That at the Pollard house that wouldn't even be an appetizer at the Pollard house. I'm just saying. I am telling the truth, y'all.
That's hilarious. Not even an appetizer. That's a great looking pizza. Look, my son Do you remember when he did stuffed manicotti?
Yes. I
Oh
do.
my gosh. I think he was 16 when he did his own stuffed manicotti.
Yeah.
Man,
And that's like my son. Look, I used to think there was something wrong with my child. I have a confession to make. I would come home from work, working all day at the radio station or whatever. I would come home and my son would be on the couch, chilling, watching Rachel Ray every single day.
It's because he was crushing on her.
No. He didn't care nothing about that. He was 16 and all he wanted to do was learn. If there would have been a culinary school close by, my son totally would have done that. There is nothing
It's never
he
too
loves
late.
more. There's nothing he loves more than to get in the kitchen and create stuff. And he is a dang good cook, y'all.
Well, look, Amy,
don't know what he
never
made.
too late.
Saturday at home. He called me. He actually got in the kitchen, took a thing of flour, made a bowl of the thing of flour, poured in, he had cooked a chicken, poured in the chicken broth inside the bowl of the flour bowl that he made and started mixing it and kneading it and making dough and rolled out his own chicken and dumplings. And
Yeah, you
made
told me. That was awesome. Homemade
did.
chicken and dumplings, baby.
So, I think it's really cool when kids like to cook.
Mhm. I think that's a great way to connect with your kids too, because even if you don't have anything in common with it, if you don't like Legos or video games, y'all both got to eat and y'all both have to spend time together. The kitchen is a great place to make that happen.
Yeah. So I'm
know?
kind of thinking, what do y'all think? If you're watching live right now on Facebook, type in if there's something that I could cook on live Facebook with Dave and I can get somebody to film it while I'm cooking. What is it you guys would want me to cook? I
Well,
make killer
bear in
biscuits.
mind, it's got to take less than 3 hours from start to finish.
Yeah. Lord have
So,
mercy.
yeah.
I don't
I'm
think
just
I cook
saying.
anything that takes 3 hours.
I'm talking about start to finish. What if something
No,
takes
well, I take that back.
an hour and a half to cook?
Hour and a half to cook. My pound cakes take an hour and a half.
See what I'm saying? So, I mean, you could do eggs and bacon, and that's 15 minutes right there.
Yeah.
You know?
What have I cooked for you that you like, Dave?
I loved your chicken noodle soup with the egg noodles. That was good. Pound cake, of course, but that takes too long. Or you could bake one.
Pound cake can work.
You could bake one the night before and then show us and then tape it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can actually do that.
Yeah.
I can do
Why don't you pick one of our hey, good looking what you got cooking recipes off Facebook and demo it? That'd be cool.
I'm thinking about making do two, one showing prep and one coming out of the oven.
Yeah.
Onion ring pizza, James said. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, when you're 17, there's no holds barred.
I know I'm making myself hungry. Renee said you're making me hungry. I like to do stir fry. I do remember I made you my chicken teriyaki stir fry.
Yep.
Y'all really like that.
It's about to be salsa season. You said your sister had already started?
Yep.
Yep. I'm about ready to start making. I make mine hot.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's sweet. It's sweet heat salsa, y'all. If you're lucky enough to get some of Dave's salsa, yeah, bring your jar back. I'll fill it up.
My salsa's good too. It's just different.
It's different. Yours is more of a savory salsa. Mine's more sweet and
when I make salsa, oh Lord have mercy, my kitchen looks like
I wreck.
Tornado ran through it.
Yep. Nothing but real ingredients in mine. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I might pull out of a can for my salsa would be maybe an extra can of diced tomatoes just to add some body, or sometimes I don't use fresh jalapenos. Sometimes I use the pickled ones already, the ones that are pickled, to give it that salt that sometimes you need to add. Becca wants some.
Let's see. Yeah, we had our first case for Geneva County yesterday. We hadn't talked about that. It was the only county in Alabama that had not yet reported a COVID-19 case. And we actually have, and it's actually a family member of mine. I'll tell you that. Not my immediate family, but someone related to me for sure. Um, so I'm telling you this stuff about getting out and about. Let me see if it's reporting on this site yet. Um, yep, Geneva County. It's
What side are you on?
I am actually on Alabama's COVID-19 data and surveillance dashboard. It's through the Alabama Public Health
ADP.
website. So,
ADPH.gov.
no, mine is Alabama. It's AL Public Health dot maps.
ADP?
I'm sorry.
Did you say
It is the Alabama Public Health, but AL Public Health dot maps. It breaks it down by county. We have 2,500 confirmed cases in the state of Alabama now. Over 20,000 that have been tested. We have 68 reported deaths, and Geneva County is showing now 1 case and 49 total tests in Geneva County. And if we go down to Henry County, we have 5 confirmed cases. Houston County, we have 27 confirmed cases, 287 total tests. And you consider the population in Houston County, only 287 tested. That's not a lot, guys. So I feel like a lot of our cases are still not confirmed because they simply haven't been tested. So let me see. Let me go back up here to Covington County. We have 10 confirmed cases in Covington County. In Coffee County, we have 12 confirmed cases, which is a lot more than I thought we had in Coffee County. So, there you go. Some information for you guys. Jefferson County still the largest county in Alabama. Did you find it, Dave?
Yeah, I put it on. If you look on the stream, it's right there.
Let me see. Yes, that's the website that I use, guys. If y'all want to keep up with Alabama specifically, and we are starting to cover the map, which is to be expected. And this is why we had the COVID-19 guest on with us yesterday, sharing their experiences and how they knew not that they had the virus, and they were still working and still going about their daily activities for conscious.
B1053, Kenny Chesney, not afraid to have a beer in Mexico. I bet he'll even have a Corona if you offered him one. It's 749 on your all metal roofing and siding weather radar. 74.
They've stopped production right now, Dave.
Really? I'm not going to lie to you. That's one of my favorite beers.
Well, they have actually put a halt on production. One of the articles I saw probably about a week ago, due to the actual coronavirus. And
people weren't buying the beer for some reason.
Yeah. Well, for obvious reasons, they just people just didn't see humor in it, I guess. So it's okay.
I don't think they were trying to be funny. I think they were trying to sell beer.
No, but the association with it also had a lot of people going, no.
That's sad.
It probably affected their production, so they just halted it for a little bit. Yeah. It is Pollard and Dave, and 7:50 this hour, brought to you by our friends at Covenant Care Hospice. And Dave, well, we're talking about all kinds of cooking and things that you can do if you are quarantinated, which is what I like to call it. Listen, I have enjoyed this time at home simply because my daughter is pregnant and we're getting ready for babies. So I've kind of enjoyed this time, But I did talk to some people yesterday that were like, okay, I'm officially going crazy. I
Yeah.
need some help.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what one of them was doing, which I thought was a cool idea because it's been so long since I've done this. They were putting together a puzzle, Dave.
Really? That's a good. I haven't put together a puzzle in years.
Me either. That's what I said. I was like,
Mhm.
okay.
That's a
I
great
don't
idea.
even know if my kids would know how to like old timey. You remember? I said old timey, but you remember how we used to put the puzzle together and we'd leave it out overnight?
Oh, yeah, so you could see
You
it.
weren't gonna put it back up because you did way
No.
too much work.
That's
And
right.
then when you get the whole thing put together, you like shellacked it or did this like where the puzzle stayed together.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Did it because I'm not one of those people that are like gonna do a 1,000-piece puzzle and then go, oh yeah, that's cool. Let's take a picture of it and rip it all up. No.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's right. That's what you're supposed to do.
No. I don't enjoy it like that. I'm not going to do a 1,000-piece puzzle and then look at it and go, yeah, let's rip it up and do it again. No. I know there's people that want to do that, but that's not fun to me.
All right.
I don't, I'm not, I'll shellac it and then get another puzzle.
But you can do that without having to shellac it. You can get another puzzle and see, you can then say, I had a good time with this puzzle. I'm going to give it to a friend of mine so they can have a good time with the puzzle.
That's a good question. Somebody just asked, do we do from the inside out or do you do the borders first?
I always start with the edge. I always.
You know what? The Amy Pollard way is I'm just like, if I see pieces in the box that look like they go together, I just start putting those together. Like I might have a section over here and then a section over there. But I guess the smart way to do it is do the edges first.
I did it. Well, that eliminates X number of pieces there that you don't have to keep looking at over and over again. Go ahead and get them done, and that way they're not in your scan zone.
But then I'm also one of those people that colors outside the lines. Don't give me a page and tell me I got to color in the lines. That's not fun.
You are the most difficult woman ever.
Or whatever pieces look like they fit together. See, I did see a puzzle that is just clear glass. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
There's some drive you crazy puzzles out there. Like, have you ever seen the candy corn puzzle?
No.
It's a picture of candy corn.
A bunch of candy corn.
Yep.
Not doing it.
That's all it is. There's a great new one I just saw advertised. I'll see if I can find a picture of it. I've done so many puzzles. It was my thing for a long time.
Clear glass.
Clear glass.
That is purposely trying to make yourself insane. Who wants to do a clear glass puzzle? How would you know what pieces even go together? Forget it. Even thinking about it makes my brain hurt. I'm not doing it. Plain colors, solid blue. You're just going to do a solid blue puzzle.
Oh yeah, I've seen solid color puzzles, some with just squiggly lines all over it.
No. And listen, think about this. I'm also that person, and I hate to even admit this, but I'm going to. Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I had one, but
you ain't got the patience. You don't
never
have.
got to the point that I could figure it out. Never finished a Rubik's Cube myself. I don't know if I'm just stupid or if I'm just like my brain doesn't work. Some people's left side is more dominant than the right side. So I'm a creative person. I'm an artistic person. That's where my brain goes. The logic side of my brain that figures out puzzles, and Dave is that person. No,
That's the moon. That is the moon. That is the NASA picture of the moon puzzle.
No, I can't do it.
It's 1,000-piece puzzle.
Some people are like me. Some people are the artistic, creative, like storyboards or creating a movie or things like that. I see all that. I visualize all that. But when it comes to the logic side of the brain, like doing Scrabble and word fill in.
I rock at Scrabble. I rock.
I can't do that stuff. And it frustrates me. I've got this one game. Let me show y'all.
You're thick like peanut butter. Hey, Vishnu.
Hi, Vishnu. You're late this morning or this evening. Must have been busy today.
You're thick like peanut butter, girl. That's why you can't do those word games.
No, I have this game. Here we go. I'm fixing to show y'all this. I'm stuck on a level that I cannot figure out, and maybe y'all can help me figure out. Because let me tell you what I did. I got to whatever level this is, and when I got to where I couldn't figure it out, and you actually had to buy coins or get some coins to figure out, like, to get the hint, I was like, I'm not doing it. So I, like, just closed out the app, and I have not been back to it yet. Y'all might can figure it out. Here we go. I'm going to show it to y'all. It's this one. It's called Wordscapes. Let me show y'all, because I haven't been on here in so long because I got so ticked off at this thing. I'm on level 96. Okay. I'm going to show you. Let me go to the actual puzzle. It looks like I have figured out every part of it except for this top. Okay, I'm going to let y'all figure it out. Those are the letters that you can use. I have figured out every word that goes in all the slots except the one at the top that's missing 1, 2, 3, 4 blanks.
Posey.
What? Who?
Posey, P-O-S-Y.
If that is it and you did it that fast, I'm going to be so pissed right now. Hold on.
P-O-S-Y. Posey.
It's not letting me even choose that. Hold on. I don't know what it's doing. It's not letting me even play right now, so I'm mad. Nope. Wrong. It was pony.
Pony. I was only one
How
letter
do I
off.
not know pony? A country girl in South Alabama don't know the word pony. This is why I stink at this stuff.
You thick like peanut butter, girl.
Listen. So now I'm on a new. I can collect all my brilliances. Now I'm telling y'all, if y'all like to play word games or like games that are puzzles, that this is probably the thing for you. I have introduced so many people to this game. They're coming. I'm on level 492,000, and I'm not even breaking 100 yet because I get so ticked off. Can you find the hidden words? Yeah, y'all listen. Just go on in here. This will be a good time while you're on Quarantination to just go ahead and go in here and play this game called Wordscape. Dave, get it, because I see you playing these kind of games all the time.
I've got a better version of that, a little more sophisticated version of that game I play all the time anyway. Sorry.
More sophisticated version.
Mine's actually on a timer. I get 6 letters to make as many words as I can on a timer, and I win every
And what about that does not make your anxiety just go through the roof? Because then I'm sitting there going, "Oh no. I mean, if I'm racing
don't look at the timer. That's what I do. I just don't look at the timer.
I get anxiety over stuff like that. Can't do it.
Amy, I'll be right back. I've got to go take care of something.
Go ahead, Dave. I'm going to check and see who is on right. June, you said pony. You straight up said pony. You saw that and said it. You play Wordscapes too? See, my youngest learned to read doing word search. That's pretty awesome. Y'all know something I was thinking about doing? Want to know what y'all think about this. So this morning I saw an ad for, it was a commercial, and the commercial was to learn another language. It was for an app. Was it Bumble? No. I swear it started with a B. Maybe it was Bumble, where you can learn other languages. So I was thinking, why not take this time while you're at home with your family to maybe learn another language? So I tried taking Spanish when I was in school. I go into the Spanish restaurant, Mexican restaurant, and I say, "Señor, hola." That's what I say because I don't know how to speak all that. I dropped out of Spanish, didn't learn how to do it. But I was kind of thinking, really and truly, it would be kind of cool. June, you're on level 525 for real. You didn't have to tell me that. I'm on 97 now. Wow. I'm thinking about going on this app and learning how to speak another language.
Duplo?
No, I think it's called, is it Bumble? It starts with
There's Babel.
Babel. That's it. Babel. So I'm kind of thinking about maybe going on there and seeing if I can learn. Do you really?
June agrees with me. You're thick as peanut butter, girl.
June just said she's on level 1500 and something.
No, 1824.
Yes, Becca. I didn't do well in Spanish either. They basically told me, said, look, just give up and speak redneck. That's just what you need to do. Because you are country to the core. And it did not ever resonate with me. I don't know if my brain just blocked stuff like that and just didn't want to absorb it. I didn't want to. Because usually when I make up my mind, there's not
absolutely
stopping me.
You had made up your mind that I don't want to learn Spanish. I'm only taking Spanish because I got to take Spanish. I don't even go learn it.
Probably.
There ain't no problem.
What would be, y'all know what? If you could learn any language that you wanted to, what language would you want to learn and speak it fluently?
Wow, great question.
I think I'll be honest with you. Italian is very sexy to me. What is it where they speak in Italy?
Italian?
Right? Yeah.
Italian.
Can you speak that?
Can I? No. I've never tried. I can speak Afrikaans a little bit.
Who?
Afrikaans. That's the language of white South Africans. I can speak a little bit of Zulu. Just a little bit.
Speak some Zulu.
Hello is Sawubona. Sawubona.
Sawubona.
Sawubona.
Sawubona.
And goodbye is go well. And that, to say that is Amagahle.
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 Who? Oh my gosh, girl.
I can tell you to go ride a tractor.
I'm telling you.
I can tell you to go ride a tractor. How about that?
Tell me to go ride a tractor.
Ambalapa Urayo Ganda Ganda.
Who? What a Ganda Ganda.
Ambalapa Uraya Oganda Ganda.
Hold on. Do it one little syllable at a time. What? Ama.
Hamba. Hamba. Hamba.
Hamba.
Lapa.
Lapa.
Uraya.
Uraya.
Oganda Ganda.
Oganda Ganda. Hama apa umaganda ganda.
Hamba Lapa Uraya Oganda Ganda.
Hama Lapa Uraya Umaganda.
Not Umaganda. Oganda Ganda. Do you know why they call it a tractor Oganda Ganda?
Why?
Because back when they were speaking Zulu and the white man came to Africa, they brought this great big noisy machine that made sounds. So
it was Ganda Ganda.
They named it after the sounds that it made.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Also in Zulu, the letter R didn't exist. So Uraya is the
closest do it.
You get to ride.
Dave knows he's been doing mornings with me long enough to know if I have to speak any language which requires a roll of the tongue, it will not happen with me. I can't do machine gun sounds. I can't roll the tongue.
Don't feel alone. I have yet to meet a girl. I have never met a girl or woman yet that can make machine gun sounds. So don't feel bad.
My machine gun goes ta-ta-ta-ta-tow. That's how my machine gun. He laughs at me every single time I do it.
Every other. Hey, Vishnu, let's see what he's got to say about learning language.
I feel learning other languages is not useful. It is not useful practically unless you want to live in the country.
That's a good point.
I agree. I agree. But you have to wonder with the melting pot. and people coming to your country that don't speak your native language, it would be useful if, you could speak their language just to be able to communicate. Not necessarily because we're going to their country, but maybe because they come to mine.
I know when I was in landscaping, I picked up, for lack of a better term, pigeon Spanish, to where I could get my point across. They understood what I was saying. Now, the more I did it, the better I got at Spanish. But that's being immersed in the language, and that's pretty much the best way to learn a language is total immersion. Because if you got to do it,
Becca, she wants to know what the nail person is saying at the nail salon.
No, you don't.
I'm with you. They are talking about you. I don't care what they say. I asked them. Listen, Amy Pollard, when I get in the nail salon, I'm like, what'd you just tell her? What did you just say about me? Because I know you were talking about me. I had a friend that dated a Vietnamese in high school, and that sister would bust everybody out. She'd bust them all out. Moo boo, tai thui, num chow. I know that's some of the counting. I did learn all that from her. That counting to 10. But when they say, and then when you look at them and say, because I'm good friends with a lot of mine that do my nails, and I'll say, what'd you just say? Because I know y'all talking about me. And they'll go, yeah, she said so and so and so and so. I said, I know what y'all are speaking. That's what I tell them. You might as well just go ahead and tell me. Try to psych them out. Yeah, man. She said her nail crooked. I tell them to cut mine. If one of my nails does grow crooked for real. So when I go in there and they try to do it and they try to cut it on the normal, I have to tell them.
105.3, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good Friday Eve. That's right. It is Thursday all day long, 7 minutes after 8 o'clock, 76 now. We did have a slight 8 o'clock heat wave this morning, 76 now. Cloudy on your all-metal roofing and siding weather radar. Way off around Beatrice, Amy. I'm seeing one little thunderstorm rolling through. And it's that time of year. We kind of forget the seasons, how they've been easing in and out here late. That springtime is here, and that means we're going to get some thunderstorms. All right. And when summer gets here, it's going to be hot with a chance of rain. That's your forecast. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, starting by the end of this month, your forecast will be hot with a chance of rain. That's right.
We do know that. And I'm looking at my extended forecast here. And Monday, it's going to rain Sunday. We already know that. It's going to rain Saturday night, late into Sunday. Monday, we're not showing rain. Tuesday, we've got some PM showers. Wednesday, AM showers.
There you go.
And then again on Friday. But every day, we're in the 70s, which is absolutely wonderful.
It's straight up spring. And you mentioned Sunday, Amy. It's not going to be a good day to get out for a lot of reasons, but a great day to listen to B1053. We're going to be broadcasting 3 Easter services from Harvest Church right here in Dothan. So if you are missing the congregation or the word, we're going to bring it to you Sunday 3 times.
And actually, Dave, tomorrow we're going to be ready to start the contesting. We've had a little delay in the getting it ready to go, but let's talk about the Mom's Day Out, because we've got some great sponsors on that, and you're going to start qualifying tomorrow. And mom and either daughter or mom and grandmother, mom and her friend,
or Dave,
Sister's Day Out, are actually going to get a day at the spa from Massage Envy. You're going to get flowers.
A day
at the spa. You're going to get flowers. And what else, Dave, do we actually have? Dinner.
It's going to be like the perfect
Outback.
It's going to be perfect for Mom. She's going to be so sick of y'all when this is all over with. I mean, she's going to be done with it. I'm not going to paint a pretty picture like, oh, she's still like, no, she's going to hate it. She's going to be ready to get out of that house without y'all.
Who are the sponsors, Dave?
Oh, it's brought to you by Massage Envy, Dothan Blowpipe, and Dothan Glass Doctor. Sorry, I know what moms are going through right now. Talk about your frontline workers. OMG. trying to homeschool, trying to feed everybody, trying to keep her own sanity.
She needs it.
Oh.
So that's going to start tomorrow. Y'all make sure you listen for your chance to get qualified at 7, just a few minutes after 7 tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and let you hear what you're going to be listening out for.
That's right. This hour is brought to you by Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard and Enterprise. Let's hit that dirt road on that new CX-5.
Yes.
Yeah, I was fighting for Mom there now. I was getting all hot for Mom because Mom works her butt off right now.
Yeah.
It's not like she's taking the kids to the bus and then watching her stories anymore. No, those days are over. What happened to you, Amy?
I'm here.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Hello.
You had to pick your nose or something?
I might have. That's private.
That's gross.
Don't be asking my private business.
That's grody. What do you mean? If you were up here, I couldn't
put on some lip gloss.
See you digging for gold.
No, I actually put on lip gloss.
Oh.
So y'all make sure that you are sharing our live stream. If you are on Facebook, we love you. If you are on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. We are at Wiregrass Radio on YouTube, actually. If you're on YouTube, I also have my own channel on YouTube, which is Amy Pollard.
So do I.
Dave does too.
I do too. It's called Gillagoo. If you want to see bike rides and sunrises, that's my game. That's my gig.
That's his gig.
Look at Becca don't care no more. They 15 and 18. I don't care if they starve to death. I throw some chicken feed out in the yard. Them boys can go get what they need.
For the record, a third of renters did not pay their rent this month. Yeah. That's crazy.
A lot of landlords now, are granting some forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So is that taken into consideration with that statement?
Do what?
Is that taken into consideration? Looks like you said so many people have not paid their rent. Is that taken into consideration that some of the landlords might have said, you ain't got to pay rent?
It doesn't tell me that. I know they're saying in order to determine where people are most in need of loans as a result of the coronavirus, Wallet Hub combined internal credit report data and data on Google search increases for 3 loan-related terms in the 50 states. And this has the top 10 states listed as in where the most help is needed according to all the searches and everything that are being done.
Right.
South Carolina, number 1. District of Columbia, number 2. Virginia, number 3. And Alabama, number 4. Top 4. So,
hey, real quick, Amy, Constance, who was on yesterday, she joined us online, said, "Good morning, guys. Thank you for yesterday." Yes, Constance, we did get a lot of good information out there, and we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for being a part of the show yesterday. That was awesome.
For sure.
Your avatar there, I wish I was sitting next to you on that beach with a drink just like that.
I know, right? Now, somebody told me something yesterday. I thought that you couldn't get into Florida right now. I thought that like the governor had it to where you couldn't, unless you were considered essential, that you couldn't get into Florida, but apparently you can. I'm
not disagreeing. I'm saying that they haven't closed. There's no. Yeah, they haven't closed.
Beach was closed. They couldn't go down on the beach.
Yeah, you can't get in the beach, but
they were able to go to Florida. But really and truly, why I don't want to go to Florida if I can't go out on the beach, right?
That's right.
I don't think I'm being a spoiled brat.
Constance takes a Florida vacation. I think about every afternoon she just closes her eyes and relaxes a minute and hears the sound of the surf crashing. Maybe fix.
Do any of y'all use those apps that like give you the sounds of the beach and stuff? They charge for those. I cannot find a free one. I want to hear the rain sometimes, or I want to hear the birds outdoors sometimes, or the beach, or the.
Wait a minute. You live in the country in Alabama. You can hear the rain. You can hear the birds.
I can't dictate when I want to hear it.
You want to be the boss. No,
I want to be able
I
to.
should have saw that one.
Whatever. If I want to, if certain time of night I want to hear rain and it's not raining, then duh, I want an app that I can hear that. But this one that I found charges you for it, and I'm all about some free apps.
Well, don't
Aren't
you have
y'all?
YouTube on your phone?
Yeah.
Search rain sound effects. I bet you there's an hour of rainfall just constant on YouTube.
Probably.
Ain't no probably to it. I can assure you.
I don't use YouTube the way I should
No,
because
you
there's just about anything and everything you
the
want.
next
on YouTube.
generation TV, girl. It beat Netflix doing what Netflix does by a decade or more.
Yeah. And I guess Hulu, right? A lot of people, it's Hulu.
Yeah, but you got to pay for Hulu and Netflix. You can subscribe to YouTube for nothing and watch content just forever. I'll go down a rabbit hole on YouTube. Sometimes there's these restoration videos where they show people restoring old tools, for example, or old stereo equipment, for example. And it takes hours for them to actually do the restoration, but they'll film it in time lapse.
Yeah.
And you can watch the whole restoration process in like 20 minutes. And wood turning, OMG. If you get somebody who's got a camera set up on the lathe, I'm in like Flynn.
Incredible. Yeah. It's so cool. Or pottery is the same way.
That's another one. Yeah.
Doing pottery. I wish I could do that. I would probably enjoy pottery a little bit.
You'd definitely be in control.
Of
and
course.
you've got that, where you keep all the stuff that y'all just burned in the backyard or whatever, that big shed back there. That'd be a great place for a pottery wheel.
No, because it ain't climate control. I ain't getting out there and sweating. Look, right now it's nice though, y'all.
Outside, but I want an air conditioned tent so I don't sweat.
Yeah. Ain't gonna lie.
B1053 is Pollard and Dave in the morning. Oh, good morning to you. We're practicing safe social distancing by broadcasting from two separate locations at the same time. Amy's in Wicksburg. I'm, of course, here in the studios in beautiful downtown Dothan. This hour is brought to you by our good friends on the Boulevard and Enterprise. I'm talking about Mitchell Mazda. So glad you could be with us on this Thursday. Can you tell the coffee's working? Huh?
Yeah, it's definitely kicking in. Okay, so I want to talk this morning to our listeners and our viewers, because if you're not watching on Facebook Live or the actual YouTube stream, you can do that and actually see the video of what we're doing, broadcasting. So I was kind of thinking, I saw where the discussion is about somebody who is actually doing something because he's so smitten by this female that he's wanting to talk to, that she just made a slight mention of how she would like to go to Hawaii sometime. That was like on her bucket list. And that was something she really wanted to do. And so what does he do? He's so smitten by her that he really couldn't afford it, but he ended up getting flights to Hawaii for the two of them so that they could go and he could help her check off something on her bucket list. But my thing is how willing are you to go into a zone that you probably really don't need to be in just because you're impressed with a member of the opposite sex?
Are you talking about trying to make something out of nothing?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
create romance where it didn't exist before, where there wasn't even a spark. It's like you're overselling the product.
Well, she may have kind of given him a little bit of an impression that there was a spark. And this is where I get mad with chicks sometimes. And I'll say guys do it too. I'm not going to be one-sided about this, but you kind of know that person's not really the person for you, but you're willing to play the game, if you will, because you know that this person might go over the top for you. Does that make sense?
It does, but I think
you're almost taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
You kind of know that the person is into you and you want to go somewhere, so you mention it and then they take you there. How many people do you know that do that? And that's like really wrong.
Yeah.
It is wrong. But there's people that do it. Like they know
Yeah.
She knows beyond a shadow of a doubt this guy is not somebody that she's into and does not want to date him. But he decided he would take her on this fancy vacation. I know people that are literally doing this right now. They know that they are not going to be in a relationship with this person, but they're willing to play the game so that they can be doted on or taken on vacations or had money spent on them. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Is it wrong in the way, because you've got the guy or the girl, the one that's doting on the other one, they're willing to do it because they want to spend time with this person. They want to go to Hawaii with this person. They're willing to spend the money so that they can do that. Is it wrong if they're willing to do it? Or is it wrong because the person that knows they don't want to be in a relationship with them is they're kind of taking advantage of it because they've got somebody willing?
Well, aren't we talking about being honest? Isn't that essentially what we're talking about? So like the person who buys the trip for this person needs to be honest and say, you know what, I'm hoping to make a romantic connection with you. I've got you this trip to Hawaii. Let's go. And then consequently, the other person, if they're playing the game, like you say, they said, you know what, I really like you and I really want to go to Hawaii, but I just want to be friends with you.
I mean, Dave, you're missing the point. Yeah, that's the correct way to do this thing. But I'm
telling you, that's what I think.
No,
that's
what I'm saying is it's happening, and that hasn't been the discussion. So is the person who's spending the money and taking the girl the one that is dumb, or is the one who is trying to vie for these things and taking advantage of the situation the wrong one?
The other way around. The guy could be like, I don't want a relationship with this person, but if I take her to Hawaii, we're going to do taxes. I'll have a couple grand. You know what I'm saying? It could be that way too. It could be that way. The player could be playing the player, is what I'm saying.
Listen to what I'm saying. They are playing each other. They are. But who is ultimately wrong in this? Are either of them wrong? Or because they haven't had the discussion of, hey, I don't like you in a romantic way, but if you want to take me to Hawaii, I think we can have a great time together. Yeah. They haven't had that discussion. The discussion has not happened. So she just in conversation mentioned she'd like to go to Hawaii sometime. And he was like, oh, well, I mean, we could go to Hawaii. So there's not a clear understanding between the two of them.
Get what they deserve.
You're thinking they're both wrong.
Yeah, they're gaming each other. So they're going to get exactly what they deserve.
It's
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
So is she really losing anything?
I don't know. What's she willing to sacrifice in order to get the trip to Hawaii?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying, guys. How do y'all feel about it?
He's clearly willing to pay. You know, it's time to put up.
Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a deep conversation right here.
Deep. See, look, this is what I was trying to say. I don't know how to say is Tawana.
Tawana?
Right. The guy might be willing to get played because he gets what he wants in the end.
But she also says the girl is wrong for that. I mean, how do y'all feel?
They're both trying to game the system. They both get what they deserve. Whatever requires a shot to clean up.
So when you say they're both gaming the system, you're saying that the guy is actually gaming the system because he thinks if he takes her on this trip, he's going to get something in return. That's what you're saying. Okay. Vishnu, all the way in India, said, I would do the same. I guess he's saying, hey, he would take her to Hawaii if she wanted to go to Hawaii.
Sure.
I mean, hoping that maybe
there's a reasonable level of expectation when you drop that kind of coin on a surprise trip. I'm just saying. I'm just saying there is a reasonable amount of expectation. If I said, hey, I just happen to have tickets to Hawaii, let's go. There is a reasonable amount of expectation if the lady says, okay.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to have to stop you there. Did you just bring up to me that, hey, I've got tickets to Hawaii, maybe we should go, or did I bring it up?
Brought it up.
I brought it up. Then that's different. But if you are talking to me in conversation and, hey, I've got tickets to Hawaii, would you like to go sometime? And you offer to me, it was never anything I discussed, but you offered to me. If you offer me something like that and you expect something in return.
I was expecting, I said, there is a reasonable expectation of something.
Well, that reasonable expectation is only reasonable because you think it's reasonable. Because if you just come up and offer that to me and then you think you have a reasonable expectation.
No, that's different. You've been playing me all night. Yeah, I got this thing to do, Dave. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you. Oh, hang on a second. And get some more cocktails. Okay, yeah. Oh, so yeah, we were talking about my bucket list. Yeah, I'd really love to go Hawaii. Nice Rolex you got there, buddy. Yeah, I'd really love to go to Hawaii and go spend some time in Hawaii. I would just love to. Oh yeah. Could you give me a ride to the airport? I love okay.
Well,
okay.
then yes, female. If you are doing that, then there probably is. But I'm saying maybe we've only been talking for a little while, and I've never brought up something like that. And you say, hey, I've got tickets to Hawaii. Would you like to go? If you do that with expectations that there is going to be more than just us traveling to Hawaii and enjoying a vacation, then I'm going to say you are completely wrong for that. Okay. Now, if it turns into more than that, then great. But guys, if you offer something like that, just on the forefront, you offer something like that out of the goodness of your heart and you want to do that, don't expect anything.
You can't backpedal and change the parameters of the situation.
Because it can be more than one way.
We were talking about two people that were gaming each other, and now you're changing it to somebody is now doing something out of the goodness and kind. No, if I'm doing something out of the goodness and kindness of my heart, of course there's no expectation. But if I'm gaming you and you're gaming me back,
right? Yeah. I agree 100% with that. If we're gaming each other, then whatever.
Yeah.
Game on. But guys, I'm just saying, or girls, if you are offering to spend money on someone or take them somewhere and it's your offer, it's just, hey, you just randomly offered that. Do not have expectations because that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's what we're both saying.
But the situation you laid out was two people gaming each other.
I got to talk about my friend at Wolfgang Bakery and Grooming because I am taking my doggies today, curbside drop off, and we are getting groomed, all of them today. So you can actually do that at Wolfgang Bakery and Grooming. They've got curbside service available and all the goodies you could possibly want, dog foods, organic, everything in the store, toys. And it is located next to Public Shopping Center in Dothan. Wolfgang Bakery and Grooming. They're also on Facebook, so y'all check them out.
Treat so good, Amy will eat them.
That's right. I can't wait to see you, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny, I haven't seen you since you were on the 8th floor last, but Amy says you're doing well, and Wolfgang's is going gangbusters. I couldn't be more tickled for you.
Did you cut Jenny's new commercial?
Yes. Have you checked your email for the third time?
No, listen, y'all, I'm 92 nothing right now. If you only knew.
If you would listen to it, I could go ahead and put it in the system.
Send it to Jenny. Send it to Jenny. She's the one that has to approve it. Jenny has to hear it. Jenny, peas and carrots. Forrest Gump. Jenny,
I need some baked dog treats.
Wish I could share the omelets. Becca, you have omelets right now?
With too much pepper because you made her laugh too hard and spill pepper all over everything.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
I missed that.
No,
the best way to make it clear, let it be known that this would be a good trip for a
Boom goes the dynamite with Joyce. That's awesome.
Oh,
that is the best pickup line I've ever heard in my life.
Drop the mic right there, Joyce.
That is awesome.
Hey, yeah, listen, here's the way you do it. So a guy offers you a trip to Hawaii, and it's somebody that it could go both ways. Either you're really into this guy or you're not. And you could look at, and he say, hey, I got a trip to Hawaii. And you know, he's expecting more than what you're willing for this to be. You can just look at him and say, that would be a great place for a honeymoon. I've always wanted to do that.
As soon as you say that, you'll be going
it's gonna be like cricket. Where's the crickets? You got to hit the cricket button because that's what you're going to hear. You're going to be like, that's it. I love it. That's the line of the day, Joyce, for sure. And if you don't want to be there, that's the way to handle it.
The scary part, though, is if you throw that line out there and she says yes, you better be ready.
Go into the chapel and we're gonna get mad.
Oh, Lordy mercy. Hey, Jenny, Jenny, are you still on? I can play the commercial for you right here, actually. You can listen to it on the show. Let me pull it up real quick.
She needs to hear it like where she can
give her a free commercial to all these great people listening right now.
Okay.
You sure about what you're about to say?
Wait, let Jenny say yes.
I do great production.
Yes, he does. So anyway, I don't know how we get talking about these things, but I ain't gonna lie. I have seen some chicks, y'all. You know, I love my girls.
Yes.
But I also call it like I see it both ways. Guys when you're wrong, chicks when you're wrong, or whatever. And I've seen way too many women play guys like that.
I played by too many women.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's wrong. But now, if you can look at a guy straight up and say, "Hey, I think you're a great guy, and I think we would have a blast, like hanging out together and going to Hawaii." But listen, I'm not looking for a romantic relationship. If you can do that, and the guy says, "Okay, I'm good with that. Let's just go have fun." Right. Then, okay. But I've seen way too many women that aren't that honest, and they take advantage of a guy, and that's
guys aren't like that.
Good morning, Roland. Loved the commercial from yesterday. Which one is he talking about?
I don't care. I do them all.
He does do them all.
So, appreciate it, Roland.
Omelets with onion, bell pepper, roast beef, chicken, and cheese. Shut up. Are you kidding? That is gourmet stuff right there. Vishnu, what do you eat for breakfast? Just out of curiosity. Like, I know you're on lockdown right now. I think he mentioned he's in lockdown in South Africa, right? Or in India. So
I think they're doing like we are, maintaining good social distancing.
What would a breakfast with you be like? Like, what would you be cooking this morning, or what would you have for breakfast? There are bad men and women giving us all good ones a bad name, for sure.
Yep. It's hard to be perfect.
Oh, Roland, he's talking about the dog whistle. When I laugh, hold on, let me just explain this, because the people that don't normally listen to us will not understand. When I start laughing, and I laugh like really hard, I have this old lady wheeze that comes out. And when I get to laughing like that, I wheeze really bad. And so Dave took some clips from all the different times when I get to laughing really hard on air, and he says that it sounds like a dog whistle. That my laugh sounds like a dog whistle. All are rice items. Okay.
It's called, and correct me if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly, Vishnu. Is it idli, dosa, wada? Is that correct? How you say that? Idli?
Or idli, dosa, wada.
Wada.
That's so cool.
I'd love to know.
All are rice items.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Amy, can you hush for about
correct?
Right. I'm gonna do everybody online a favor right now, okay?
Oh,
so here we go.
Is Fido not minding you? Is Spot leaving spots on the carpet? It's time to take control of your dog with Pollard's Piercing Dog Whistle. Pollard's Piercing Dog Whistle is guaranteed to end all your puppy problems. Rover's leg humping will no longer ruin your weekend cookouts. Just give Pollard's Piercing Dog Whistle a toot. And every pooch in 5 counties knows you mean business. Pollard's Piercing Dog Whistle. On sale every morning on B1053.
Oh, that was so much
That's fun. The commercial that Roland is talking about.
That
And Wolfgang's does not have Pollard's piercing dog whistles. We could probably get some.
Not yet.
Not yet. Coming to a store near you.
That's right.
I'm just saying, I can't help it.
So much fun to make. That was so much fun to make. Bad.
Listen, y'all should know when I start laughing like that, my family cries. They all are on the floor, like, because I can't help it. I don't know what makes that happen or why. It just comes out as a whistle of some sort, wheezing. It's Angela Shambliss. I'm just saying it. I can't help it. That's the way it is. So I try not to laugh too hard because every time I do, Dave makes fun of me. Y'all probably would too. I'm not kidding.
Oh, and ask her.
No, don't. Dave's about to. I can tell he's about to divulge some information that y'all don't need to know.
What? If you guess what I'm about to say, I won't say it. If you guess what I'm about to say, I will not say it.
You better not say it anyway if it's going to get you in trouble. There's no telling. You wheeze and throw up when you laugh. God bless you. At least I don't throw up. That's horrible. I cry. You see, I get tears in my eyes when I laugh really hard, I would just get tears. That emotion. So funny. I'm just telling you, I really start like getting tears all when I laugh really, really hard. I can't help it.
Amy, when Amy gets to laughing, it's like she's in Boston. Where's Boston again?
Massachusetts.
You walked right into that.
Oh, and everybody that's watching said, "What's wrong with that?"
Oh, where's Boston again?
It's in Massachusetts. Look, I am not getting into this conversation we fight about this. It is in Massachusetts, whatever. I don't even care.
Oh, snap.
What?
B1053, it's Pollard and Dave in the morning. Good morning to you. Oh my gosh. If you are not watching us on the Facebook or the YouTube, you are truly missing out on what it's like to be Pollard and Dave in the morning. Isn't that the truth?
Really? Yeah, it is. I mean, we're crying. I'm like, I literally have tears in my eyes right now.
So much fun. Hey, it's 76 right now, Amy. Kind of cloudy outside, warming up to about 80 or so for a high today. We got a good chance of showers mostly tonight, mostly after the sun sets because it's going to warm up today. Did I say a high near 80? It's probably going to get closer to about 86 or 87, which is why we're probably going to have some rain tonight.
And also this hour of service of Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise, Rucker Boulevard, that is. Go look for their CX-5. Meredith and the gang will definitely take care of you. Hey, they're all about doing some virtual shopping as well. So just give them a call and they can show you what they got, put you online, let you look at their inventory. You can purchase a car without even leaving your house.
Girl, are you talking business or what? I mean, those new Mazda, that new line of Mazda CX models, they got the 3, they got the 5, and fancy pants without the fancy price. Trust me.
Sure.
These are some of the
want to say thank you to Roland. He says we both brighten his day. And really and truly, y'all, that's why we're doing what we're doing on the live stream. If you are not on the Facebook live stream, you need to log on because we talk about and like we share all kinds of crazy things. And the fact that we can be a little bit of brightness to your day with all of the being quarantination being quarantined and like going stir crazy at home. Some of you are, your online stuff really is all that you got keeping you, because the national news right now is just like, I mean,
Yeah.
but let's do share a positive about what we're doing.
Mhm.
I'm on week 3, being quarantined at home, and we are changing the curve of this thing. And that's what's really important. We're flattening the curve, and we're seeing more consistent days of less new cases in places where it has been just a crazy pandemic. We're
Mhm.
starting to see some of those numbers declining. So what we're doing together is working. So keep your spirits up about that and know that we're doing good. And that's what it's all about. So if we can brighten your day a little bit, that's what we're here for sure.
Brighten my day, Amy, and read that word that I posted up on the stream right there.
Worcestershire?
Okay. That's not bad. That wasn't bad at all. You know, in England, where that comes from, that's not how they say it.
How do they say it?
Worcester.
Who?
Worcester.
Worcester?
Yep.
Worcestershire?
They don't say Worcestershire. They say Worcester.
Really?
Really?
Okay. I didn't know that. We're learning stuff today.
We get our learn on by accident more often than we do on purpose. You know that?
Yeah, for sure. Hey, keep it right here. And don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be getting you qualified. Oh, shoot. I'm talking to the Facebook Live people now because Dave didn't give me an out.
You said, yeah, sure, that was my out.
No, that's not an out. An out is Pollard and Dave in the morning or B1053.
No. That's not true.
Whatever. Y'all see, here we go. We're about to fight again as I'm fixing my microphone. Tomorrow, we are going to get you qualified for the Mom's Day Out. And mom and a guest, mom and her sister, mom and her mother and daughter, whatever. You can all go to, you'll be able to go to Massage Envy and spend the day at the spa. You're going to get dinner. You're going to get flowers. We're going to treat you like a queen. And we've got some sponsors.
That's right. Massage Envy, Dothan Blowpipe, and Dothan Glass. Glass Doctor here in Dothan. Sorry. Trying to memorize everything. Glass Doctor here in Dothan. Look, I just found this out about the Glass Doctor, one of our newer sponsors. Did you know that if your car is in a fender bender, that the cameras and the sensors that are attached to your windows all along the car are very likely out of alignment and they're not going to be doing their job properly? Well, the Glass Doctor right here in Dothan has the equipment to set that stuff back after you've had an accident, or if you've had a windshield that needed replacing, or for whatever reason, those sensors will get knocked out of alignment, and the Glass Doctor right here in Dothan can fix it up, y'all, so your car works right.
Becca, you're cracking me up. Becca said, can mom and husband go?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's mom's to do what she wants to with it. He gonna get a pedicure.
Mom can take
a manicure.
Husband watch the babies. We'll have a spa day together. I get so spa drunk. Ask Amy. I get spa drunk when
Dave loves to go to the spa.
I'm not even drinking alcohol or wine because you can do that sometimes. No, I get drunk on the whole experience. I'm just like, take me away, rub all
he
over.
loves it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Most guys that I know that have ever gone to the spa and had either a facial or maybe not, you can get a pedicure. They not getting their toes painted, but just getting them clipped and foot rub and all that. Absolutely love it. I haven't met a man yet that doesn't love to go to the spa.
I love a deep. You ever have a deep tissue massage?
Yeah, and I don't like those.
Ooh, that's the best kind.
I don't like Helga to mess with me.
Helga be whooping me.
Helga will make you cry when you go to the spa.
But dang, you feel so good after.
I do not want a deep tissue massage. I want one of those massages that are like just
a movie massage.
Yeah. I don't want one of those where they actually do what a massage is supposed to do, where they work the toxins out of your muscle. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know if you've ever really gone and like had a deep tissue massage and they get the toxins out of your muscle. You know how like on your neck, you get those knots on your neck and they actually rub those knots out.
Yep.
it releases toxins into your bloodstream that they've worked out of the actual muscle. And they told me, when you sit up slowly. Don't just get up off the table. Sit up slowly and sit here for a minute, and you might feel a little weird. I was sick to my stomach, and I'm not kidding you. And it was
You're
because
full of poison.
yes, I didn't. Did y'all know that they work that toxin? That's what that is. It's like a toxin in your muscle that gets knotted up, and they work that back out into your bloodstream, and it can make you dizzy. It can make you nauseous. It did all that to me because. I mean, I am one jacked up, stressed out individual all the time. And so deep tissue massages kill me. I do not go see Helga.
I like Helga. Me and Helga get along. Matter of fact, my last Helga was all of 5 foot tall. Amy, just this petite little thing. And I didn't think she'd be strong enough to massage a big old man like me. Oh, honey. I was a whipped dog.
Over on our board, your board, make sure it's just Glass Doctor.
Okay.
Just Glass Doctor. And now I don't want one. Some people like it. Now, Becca, don't base what I'm saying on. Some people really do like them.
I love it.
See, he likes to get all those.
But here's
I love a massage, but not one.
You can only do it. I only do it like 4 times a year. It's not something you want to go do all the time because it hurts. But the end result, when you walk out of there, you feel like a brand new baby, except you can walk.
Yeah, I love a massage, but mine is more of like just a relaxing
Hollywood massage. She likes that massage.
Yeah, not none of that crazy. No, I'll leave my knots like where they are. We're good. I got one of those rice things that you put over your shoulder. You put it in the microwave and you put it in the shoulder. It's like it goes around the back of your neck and then goes over your shoulder. And you're supposed to warm it up and put it on and just let it sit. And that's supposed to help for like tension and stuff like that.
Interesting.
She said, I'd rather donate plasma than be sick. Speaking of which, if any of you have recovered from COVID-19, please check with your local health department or call your state health department and find out where you can donate plasma. They really, really do need it in a lot of places because there's a lot of clinical trials going on with it, but they're saying that some of the people that are severely ill can get the plasma from someone that has already recovered, and it keeps them from getting more severe. It actually helps them. So please check into it if you are one of those folks. For sure. Shoot, where did our morning go, guys? It is just about time to sign off. And then remember, I'll be back on today at 5 with my preacher, Brother Michael Gibson. Will be on Panther Creek Baptist Church. He'll be just giving some uplifting words during this time. You know, there's a lot of anxiety people are experiencing right now. Plus, we have Easter weekend coming up. So it's going to be nice to hear from Michael and hear some uplifting words and get us ready for the weekend. So 5 o'clock today, Wiregrass Strong with Brother Ricky. I'll be back on right here. So make sure you join us for that. Check with Life South for sure, Becca. For sure. It's been fun, y'all. I love having y'all here talking to us and chatting with us on the live stream. Is there anybody still here with us that was here at 6 a.m. this morning? I'd be curious to see if you've been with us the whole entire morning.
Like you did.
If you did, drop us a message. It looks like it. Yeah.
B1053, Gabby Barrett and I. Oh, man, I can just crank that up in my headphones. I like that song. 76 now on your all-metal roofing and siding weather radar. So glad you could be with us, streaming live on Facebook, streaming live on the YouTube, and, of course, broadcasting live on B1053. We are so glad you're with us, and it's time to go. The morning has just flown by.
You know what I love, Dave? I just asked a question. I said, if you've been with us on this Facebook live stream since 6 o'clock this morning, send us a shout out. And Becca has been here. Angie Smith, Rackley has been here. Karen Lettingham and James Carter. Y'all have all been with us. That means y'all must really love us a little bit.
Or at least
you have to love us a little bit, to be here nearly 3 hours with us. That means the world to us. Vishnu has been with us. He is in India. He's been with us every morning now since he first found us. So thank you so much for joining us again, Vishnu. And let's see, there's a few more comments because I love sending y'all shout outs. Kay, thank you. And Becca, who said she's been nice to you all morning. So y'all, for sure, thank you so much for joining us. You are actually brightening our day more than you know. I mean, they say that, you know, we're doing what we do. You tell us that we brighten your day, but y'all have no idea, really and truly, being in quarantine and doing this can be challenging for Dave and myself both. So having y'all there, I think y'all do us more good than you think you do. Absolutely. And we truly appreciate you being there. It means the world. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Don't forget, we're going to be getting you qualified for Mom's Day Out. It's the new promotion that we're doing with Massage Envy, Glass Doctor, and Dothan Blowpipe. And we want you to get qualified. We'll tell you how to do that just a few minutes after 7 tomorrow. And then you can join us for the Mr. Mattress Friday Free-for-All. The music will be lit. So make sure you're here.
Indeed. I will do my greatest version of Mustang Sally to date.
For sure. Y'all are awesome. God bless you. Don't forget to check out Wiregrass Strong at 5 o'clock today. Brother Michael Gibson will be on giving words of encouragement right before the Easter weekend. We'll see you at 5. We love you. God bless you. Yay! In quarantine, you need human contact somehow, even if it's on video. I agree 100%. Oh my gosh. And it's like the morning just flies by. I don't know what it is when you're doing the video thing. I think because when we're not on air, we're still talking to you guys. So she said, I was thinking y'all should do this before this started. It may be something. Bye, Vishnu. It may be something that we continue to do even after we're back together. So we'll definitely see. I hope y'all have a great, great day. Do something positive. Say something really sweet to somebody. Make a phone call to somebody that you haven't talked to in a while. Tell them you love them. And I hope y'all will tune back in at 5 o'clock today, because I really do feel like having the preacher on will be something great, something we all need, you know, during this time. So with the anxiety and being locked in, sometimes we just need some uplifting words. And you never know, it might be something that somebody special really needs to hear today. So Dave, I will talk to you in just a minute. We're going to shut this thing off. We love y'all.
All right. We'll see you. Bye, y'all.